Hey, some of my lovely ladies that I kind of just knew was going to be here tonight. I kind of just knew was going to be here tonight. Hey, Cindy, you got your wine? I got whatever's in my cup that's allowing me to stay positive, okay? Staying positive, okay? Kimmy, Deborah, Nikki, Vera, welcome, Keisha, Sunshine, Candace, Celeste, Monita, hey ladies, Cindy. Oh, y'all out here tonight. So I came for these nuggets of wisdom. So it's really not nuggets of wisdom, guys. I just be kind of sprinkling my little 2 cents across people's platforms because some people really get a lot out of it, and I like it. Simply put, I like it. So here we go. So tonight I really wanted to, we kind of started up the series. We started up this Posh Late Night Biz series again, and then we're going into themes. So I thought that this was a good way to go into our theme for next month, which is mindset. So for the next 4 Posh Late Night Biz, it's going to be different topics, and you guys probably seen them kind of scheduled out on our YouTube already. So you'll see all the topics that we're going to be talking about. So all you got to do is kind of hit the little live button to see what the topics are going to be about for the coming weeks. And then you'll see what we're going to be talking about. So I will be here every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, train. And one thing is, where you was at, Keisha? I am on YouTube, girl. One thing is, I know some of you guys is going to be new to the channel, is new to the platform, and now I'm seeing, and it's kind of been happening a lot lately, but YouTube is really allowing me to come in contact with a new community. So if you are new to this platform, if you're new to the Posh Academy, you're new to Precious, like, who is that girl? I'm going to tell you all about it a little bit, but starting off, I want you to hit the subscribe button, because the only way that we can have a conversation is if you subscribe to the channel, boo. It's free. Show your girl some support. Show me some love. All you got to do is hit subscribe. As soon as you hit subscribe, if you have a question or a comment, you can kindly leave it down below. And if I see it, guess what? I'm definitely going to comment. And I like skim through often, so I really don't miss too many. I really don't. But if you don't know me, just kind of don't get lost, because your girl be rolling. I be rolling. When I get to talking, and sometimes I get hitting on them sensitive subjects, I get a little lost. So if you see that your question went up and it kind of went lost with me, just kind of bring it back and just ask it again. That's all you got to do. Okay? That's all you got to do. So again, I'm Precious Stevens of the Posh Academy. And at the end of the day, what I do, I pretty much make your draping look good. How do I do that? I do that through online tutorials, various different hands-on master classes. I do that through coaching, mentoring, all that good stuff when it comes to these draping streets, right? I'm all up and down these streets. So if you have anything that you need to know or that you need about premium draping, as your girl, okay? As your girl. Oh, thank you, Joyce. So this, guys, I kind of got a little sick. I ain't gonna lie. Like, probably for the 30 minutes prior to me going live, I was a little sick, like really literally to my stomach. Guys, we've been shooting all day. When I say all day, like literally, I didn't even go to the office today, which is why you see me here in my little home shift studio going live, because we've been shooting all day. And then by the time it went to editing, we was going to edit it like right here, right now. By the time it went to editing, the footage was damaged. Guys, it just was one thing after another. So let me tell y'all this story real fast, and then I'm going to get into my 7 false beliefs, right? One thing about it, the footage was damaged. So we're sitting there editing. They're editing one. I'm editing one. Video is damaged. We're trying to save it, whatever the case may be. It just wasn't happening. And one thing that I could do to save the footage was like speed it up. But then it kind of had your girls. Y'all know I already talk fast, right? So then it had your girl sounding like a little chipmunk. And I said, I should just post it just to be funny and just to be cute. But I said, you're going to have somebody out there in them streets wanting to be smart. I'm like, I can't hear you. Slow down. I'm like, some of y'all don't know how to take a joke. So I was like, let's just scratch it. So I got to do it again. So I won't be here long tonight, guys. I got to reshoot what I shot earlier. So that's what that part of this was. I did some techniques. I did some technique videos, and this is just for YouTube. And what else we did? We did like 2 or 3 videos. So I got to reshoot that tonight. But that's not the worst part, guys. That's not the worst part. So we sitting there. Now I had content for days because I had a lot of content last year when I wasn't really active, like Q3. Y'all don't know. It was a lot of things happening behind the scenes, and I was recording all of it, boy. I was recording all of it. But guess what your girl did? I was trying to fix what we had going on earlier, and I put the wrong card in and erased all of it. So you want to know what? I say that to say this because I literally was sick. Like I was like, I didn't know if I had to spit up or use the bathroom. I know I just felt something bubbling up inside me that needed to come out. So I had to sit there for a minute and like just really, really think like, why is this happening? That was a lot of content, guys. It was a lot. And I was like, why is this happening? And you guys heard me talk about it often. Like I would mention to you guys, like, hey, I got a lot of stuff coming for you guys. I got a lot of this, a lot of that. It just need to be edited, blah, blah. And I was like creating this library. And it was like, I was like, okay, cool. You know, I just hired some new editors on my team. And I was like, all right, we great, shell it out, get it out. But what I had to think of, instead of me turning to negative Nancy, because I was about to be, I ain't gonna lie. I am not all the way delivered. But what I said is, this is a sign. Because y'all know I've been fighting the shift and I've been fighting the pivot for a couple months now. And I ain't going nowhere. Don't worry. I know some of y'all like, hold on, pause. I just got here on this draping game. I just got here. Don't worry. I ain't going nowhere. Boo, I got you. But it was some other things I wanted to do. And this was embarking on that new journey. And I was like stuck. I literally was stuck. And it's funny that I'm talking about this tonight, about the 7 limiting beliefs that keep you broke. Not that your girl was broke, but it was certain decisions that I needed to make that I couldn't make. I just was stuck. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. So here I am holding on to all this content and I'm just holding it. And I finally make the decision that, all right, you want to know what? Cool. We're going to go and put it out. And it's damaged. Then on top of that, I lose the rest of it. I said, that's a freaking sign that, you know, I'm sitting here telling so many other people, sometimes you got to start fresh and let some things go. Like, you know, why am I holding on to it? It's just, to me, I'm like, memories. Like, they things I did. But realistically, it was a lot of things I was dibbling and dabbling in because I couldn't make my mind up what I wanted to do. So it was like, for me, it was like a reset button, which is right now is like the perfect time because there's a lot of new things happening for me. And I wanted to go in one direction and everything that's happening is kind of taking me into another totally different direction. So I said, you want to know what? This is kind of like my clean slate. I'm still a little sick though. Because that was just a lot of content. It was. But I'm like, okay, cool. I got it. What else can I do? It's nothing I can do. It's like completely gone. So now that I got that out of my system, guys, I said that to say sometimes strange things happen and we sitting there like wondering what's going on, why is this happening? We can sit there distraught, or you could just make the adapt and then implement whatever you need to implement to keep moving. Because at the end of the day, I can't stay still, right? Whatever I lost today, it's gone. It ain't coming back. The only thing I could do is pick up the pieces and regroup and figure out what I'm going to do moving forward. I know for me, that means I got to get on content land. Like, it's a lot more content that I have to create, but now there's going to be more. It's going to be more related to what I want to do. Whereas though before, it was just a little of this, a little of that. And if some of you guys saw my new channel, I was creating a new channel, right? And you would hear me in that channel all the time. Like, I don't know what this channel going to be about. I don't know how it's going to turn out. We just going to roll with the punches. Well, I think that was my sign to really, this one thing that I'm on to now is my thing. Like, this is it. Ain't no plan B, ain't no safety blanket. Like, this is it. Because if I have all of those irons in the, you know, a lot of people put a lot of irons in the fire, but with me, I need to focus on one thing and let that run until it's successfully wherever I want it to be. So the Posh Academy is great. The Posh Academy has surpassed what I thought it would be. And it's still going, boo. It's still going. So I'm in a real comfortable state to start taking on some other things that I want to do. And then with that being said, like a lot of these things that I'm going to share with you guys tonight, some of them I still deal with. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't one of them people that's gonna sit up here and preach to the choir. And I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you guys do this, do that, and like I don't do it too. Some of these things, or some of these thoughts, or whatever hindrances that I experience, some of them I still do, right? So only thing I know how to do is practice new habits. And new habits take a while, right? They take a while. So some of them I'm still in practice. I haven't mastered yet. But what I can do and what I can share is my progress along on this entire journey, right? I have seen a lot of change. I have seen so much growth. And it works. I know it works. It just needs time. Some of my stuff needs a little more time. I tried to tell you, Helen, it is not easy, baby. It's pulling you every which way. Y'all remember those words? Every which way? Oh my goodness. It's pulling me every which way, right? And some of it is like, I'm a Gemini. Not only that, I'm a freaking creative. So that alone means I am dope, right? It means I want to do all the things. But when I do find myself doing all the things, I spread myself so thin, right? And I'm not focused on that one thing that's going to ultimately get me to the level I want to be at. So I end up staying here because I'm spread too thin. When if I just focus on this, it can soar a lot quicker, right? So that's really what I have done with the Posh Academy. Like so many other things I want to do. I probably dibbled and dabbled, told y'all like, hey, I'm doing this and hey, I'm doing that, but really didn't go full throttle. But I got to play around with it and I got to see if I like it. And some of the stuff I like this. I'm just waiting for the perfect time to pull the trigger, but it's coming though. It's coming. Coco Brown, thank you. They these lights, boo. They these lights. Or it's probably because I'm sweating. Y'all think I'm playing when I say I was. Thanks for the compliment, though. You say my skin is glowing. It's gorgeous. Trust and believe, ain't nothing in here. Them days are over. Them days are over. That's either them lights or that sweat. Because I literally was sick in the bathroom like 30 minutes ago. Like, I think I just came down with the flu. Like, I don't know. Something in my body felt like it was erupting. Like, it just needed to come out. But every time I come on here with you guys, as usual, I always seem to pull it from somewhere. I always seem to instantly get empowered. I always seem to fill up. You guys fill me up. I tell you that all the time. So here I am. Here I am, baby. Cheryl, I'm trying to tell you, I don't know no other way to be. I could get on this soapbox and I could sit up here and try to tell y'all all the stories and all the things. Like everything is merciful, baby. I'm enjoying it though. I can't say I'm enjoying it though, but things happen. And in the light of things happening, it's just me. One thing I know I am, and I have is resilience. Like I'm not the one like, oh my God, although I was 30 minutes ago, like, oh my God. But then you snap out of it like, well, did you die? Girl, just get back out there and do it again. You did it last year. You made all that content, just do it again. So at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Resilience, bouncing back, not letting it get the best of you, not operating a negative Nancy mindset, right? And being so we're going into mindset, that's a good conversation to kind of segue into. I'm going to be asking you guys some questions because for one, you guys know, did I tell you about my book? I'll tell you about that later though. Oh, that is some good news right there. But I am not the only one that experiences these crazy traumatic experiences, right? So I'm going to ask some questions. Now, you ain't got to tell me all of it, but tell me because it makes me feel better that I ain't the only one. Although I know I'm not, but let me know that I'm not. She say, Mr. Hawk. All of the things, Cindy, all of the things I'm trying to tell you, all of the things. But this was just, guys, believe it or not, I'm gonna tell you about this too. So look at how much fabric is up here. I'm just gonna talk about this real fast because I know a lot of people looking at the backdrop, and I did that on purpose, y'all. So I took this fabric out of a mystery box. I'm trying to tell you. I wish y'all could see the whole thing. Let me see if I can just go up. Boop. Look at that backdrop. Look at all that gorgeousness. Oh, I'm looking at it from behind and it looks amazing. But guys, this is just simple fabric that I took out of a mystery box. I ain't gonna tell you the rest. You gotta catch the video. Catch the video. But that's all this is, right? It's nothing extra. It's mystery box fabric, and it was some certain things, some certain techniques that I shared in the video that I know those of you that's asking about mystery boxes, or those of you probably purchase mystery boxes and don't quite know what to do with them. Girl, watch the video. Or guy, watch the video. That's all I'm gonna tell you. It was a good one. I even was excited when I was, well, you got to watch the video because I got to record it, re-record it. But it was like fun. It was dope. It was, y'all know me, on 1,000. So we're gonna do it again. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna do it again. Okay, so Tavania, you got a lot of jokes. Don't come on here. Let me tell y'all something. Your girl's still a little sensitive about certain stuff. Don't come on here with the jokes. Tavania, now you know my post about that vegan food. Now you know. Guys, no, I did not eat that vegan food. That was it. What y'all saw me eat, that was it. That was $30 gone down the drain. And now it's crazy because I passed that spot. I pass it every day leaving. And I feel like traumatized a little bit. Feel traumatized a little bit. So no, I did not eat that vegan food. I actually went and got me. I needed some seafood. Popeyes wasn't gonna get it. I had to go get me a nice bowl. I needed something with some strong spices to get that. I ain't even gonna go there with that. Y'all was tripping with the Yeah, that's not for me. But guys, it's not like I'm totally against vegan. Maybe it just was that location, because I even like Burger King. Burger King got little veggie burgers or something. I like them. Well, I'm veggie, vegan. It's all, to me, it's all the same. It's a big difference from regular meat. So for me, it's an upgrade. And I like the ones at Burger King. I don't know, but yeah, we can't go to that one. We ain't gonna do that no more. Don't do that. No, it's not calling me, boo. It's not calling me. The vegan food is out my. I wonder if that's what that. No, because that was days ago, Cindy. I was sick about my daggone content. Like, even if I sit over there and look at all of my stuff, I'm like, 3 of my cards. That's like, guys, that's like a lot of content. And there was a lot of stuff I wanted to share with y'all, a lot of processes I was going through, but don't worry about it. Because the bad part about it, Cindy, I know you were here when it was like a few weeks ago. So this is what I mean by you got to pay attention to the signs. You got to pay attention to the signs. So this happened a few weeks ago. I was on Posh Late Night Biz. Maybe 3 weeks. I think it was just before the tour. I can't really remember, but I know I was on Posh Late Night Biz. And I'm going, and I think I was about to end it. Now at work, at my office, I have 3 screens. I have 3 screens. I have 2 phones. I got like all the things at my office, right? Toward the end, it completely blanked out. But peep the move, though. Peep the move. Before it blanked out, I had just bought a new hard drive, a new external hard drive. I know y'all like, I ain't come on here for the stories, but guess what? I'm a sham. If y'all want to come back for the tips, come back in 10 minutes because I'm going to get this story out. So, because this is important. I'm trying to tell you, this is relative to what I'm going to be telling you guys about. So that week, it was like I was just about to end the live. And just before, maybe that same day, it could have been, I transferred everything from my Mac, because Cindy, you was the main one trying to tell me like how to make it speed up or improve the process of the computer, whatever. I'm like, all my systems are nearly brand new. It shouldn't be giving me any issue. I had the top internet. I don't know what's going on. So I said, well, worst case, let me get all my information off of here, put it on a hard drive. Baby, I put it on a new hard drive, just bought a hard drive, put it all on a new hard drive. And I had to wait and let it do it overnight because it was that much content. So I said, let me back it up on there. So, girl, I go and do the live. Whole system shut out towards the end of my live. Everything just shut down. No lightning, no nothing, no rain. It just pow. I said, okay, what that's about? So I'm sitting there like looking around, and I'm like, what happened? Like, and I'm yelling because at that time, my ladies was on the other side. I'm like, did y'all lose power? What's going on? And they're like, no, it's all right over here. And I was like, okay. So ain't think nothing of it because it was time for me to leave anyway. I'm like, all right, cool. Go to work the next day, come to the office. And, I just thought that the system was going to go down and come back on. I don't know. Come to the office, the system won't come on, right? My main Mac, my iMac wouldn't come on. Everything else came on, but my iMac, no, it would come on, but it wouldn't, like the internet thing wouldn't work, right? So, I think I'm a little techie. I know how to read instructions and look at a YouTube video and reset some stuff, right? That was my plan. So I was like, okay, cool. But I backed everything up. So I say, all right, well, I feel like I'm good. Cause I like, wow, I just, I'm like, I ditched that bullet because I took all my information off. So I sat there and I'm doing a little YouTube thing and like resetting and reinstalling and bam, the whole iMac done. It shut down. Like, wouldn't even, did it come on? I can't remember what it did, but it was done. Like it would, I think it had the envelope or something. Whatever was going on at this time, it needed a professional. So I go and hook up my other computer, like my laptop. I'm trying to get into my hard drive. Baby, the hard drive would not come on. Then I'm like, you is kidding me. The hard drive would not come on. And I just put my information on this hard drive. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm calling the Geek Squad. They're like, I can't get out there till 4 days. I'm like, no. I got to go on tour. I need this stuff. No. I'm going to do all the things, right? And I'm like, oh man, shoot. So I call a little local spot, take it to him. I took him all my units. I said, fix everything, right? So I took him on everything. He got my Mac back on, but it wasn't how I had it before. So now it can't do Wi-Fi, but it needed a direct line, something. I still got to wait for the Geek Swap. But the point is, he could not fix my hard drive. So I had bought another hard drive just in fear that because I still had two other MacBooks that still had a lot of information. So I said, okay, well, let me get this off my MacBooks and let me get it out of my phones. So I put everything on the new hard drive. Well, I thought I did. I didn't. So I thought I put it on the new hard drive. Point is, I still had it on these cards. Like when I go on tour, it was just so much on these cards, guys. So so now all that information is gone from my hard drive. It's gone. And then they talk about $1,500 just to fix it, to send it off somewhere. If they can fix it, it'll cost at least $1,500. And I'm like, that information ain't that much. I don't need it that big. So I'm like, okay, cool. Because I'm still thinking I got my cards, I got my MacBook. So I'm still thinking I got enough content, right? I'm like, all right, cool, I'm good. So after what happened today, I'm like, baby, it's like the last 8 months of my life just didn't even happen. At least it's not recorded, right? And I'm like, that's a freaking sign, because I was recording everything, y'all. I kid you not. It was so many projects I was working on. I just was recording and in phases, right? I was recording them in phases. So I was like, that is a sign. Like, for real, stop being distracted with all these things and focus on what I tell you to do. Keep operating in your gifts and stop sitting up here trying to do whatever you're passionate about, because I'm just passionate about all the things. That doesn't necessarily mean that what you're supposed to be doing. Just because you're passionate at something doesn't mean that it's creating any value for other people. However, when you're operating in your gifts, your true gifts on why you were here, what you were put here to do, you can't go wrong. And I think that's why the Posh Academy hasn't failed, right? I think everything else that I've tried to do since the Posh Academy is either didn't take off, or I just didn't finish it, or I just didn't do something, right? And I'm like, okay, that's just stuff I'm passionate about. That's just stuff I want to do, just because I just want to do it, just because I could. But it's distracting me from the thing I was put here to do. Now, I wasn't put here to do no daggone drape, so don't think that. Don't think that that is what the Posh Academy is all about. It's much broader than that, right? Believe it or not, we transform lives with simple draping classes, with simple coaching and mentoring. That is what we do. So I'm like, okay, it's funny because I just keep having these small revelations, like, y'all just won't let me leave. Y'all just won't let me leave. So Cindy, that's my next week. We already discussed that today. I said, you want to know what? I can't play with these devices. I can't play with these cards. I'm not even going to do this thing no more. I'm just going to do the cloud. I don't care how much it costs me a month. I don't care. Because I always look at it like, why would I pay a subscription if I could just buy the thing and have the thing all the time? But I'm like, you want to know what? It's not worth it. I mean, I just lost so much content, like a lot of great content. So, but it was a reset. For me, it was a reset to just really... Absolutely, Tavana. Walk in your purpose, not in your passion. It's not to say your passion don't matter, but your passion is the thing that you love, right? Doesn't necessarily mean it has any purpose attached to it. I love doing hair. I can't, right? My back won't allow me to, but I love doing it. I'm passionate about it. I love making up faces and playing with faces. I can't, right? But guess what? I can inspire and empower people all day. That don't affect my back at all. I'm trying to tell you. 6 months of ideas. And Kim, I'm with 6 months of ideas with you, the way you can blast me in one day with 3 pages of ideas, I know that was a whole lot. So I can't send my stuff is like videos. That's the main thing. I don't care about files too much because all my files is in the cloud. Like anything I do is in the cloud. But like content, like I'm on the road, I'm shooting videos, anything I think of. Now that I know I'm walking into this content creator, influencer kind of thing, content is king. So it's like I've been learning to just develop content no matter what it is. And believe it or not, guys, it was a process because and y'all that be in class or whatever, y'all know how me and Doc go back and forth, right? It's funny because people like, hey, this is a good chance to get content. I'm like, I don't feel like getting no content because I had to adapt to that, to realizing that something as simple as me leaving the office or my day in the life, some people want to see that. For one, it's inspiration for some people, right? I wasn't thinking that way before, but it just be little things. People like, this is a chance for you to get great content. I'm like, what? I like doing that. The think tank session was great. I lost all that, Karen. Oh my goodness. Well, I may didn't, because normally if Doc catches that footage, he'll back it up on the cloud. So that I may have. I don't know. But I'm trying to tell you. You did that with external hard drive. I lost a lot of stuff. So I still do. Cindy, you wanna know what you always giving me these tech tips. And you wanna know what's funny? That's one of my things. I'm gonna get into it when I get into it though. But that's one of my things when I talk about tech. So I gotta call you. I really gotta call you because I didn't think I was a tech wizard, but I thought I was pretty good. Clearly not. Because in the past 2 years, I know I spent every bit of maybe $20,000 just in devices. iPads, MacBooks, phones, like I know I had. And I don't know what I'd be doing. Why they be going up? They do. I don't get them refurbished. I don't get them from eBay. I go straight to Best Buy. I don't know what's going on. So I don't know. But yeah, we got to talk. Kim, we say we want more freshes. Kim, so what's funny is, I'm trying to tell you what's the funny part about that is, I just had this revelation, right? Like over the past week. Because so many different parts of my business, I've been trying to offboard and offload and delegate because it's just certain things that I want to do, certain things that only I can do. And that was the things that I wanted to focus on. But I'm realizing that most of the things, especially when it comes to content, even writing my content, is me. It's me. It has to be my voice. It has to be my thoughts because at the end of the day, I'm sharing my experiences. So it's like I've been getting back in that mode of content writing. And over the past 2 days, I've gotten so excited because I've just written. That's pretty much like all I've been doing, right? All I've been doing. And not to mention, I realized, and I knew this back then, but y'all know how we do. We get in the things of all the things that the business needs from us and not paying attention to the one thing, like your money generating activities. When I do stuff like this, when I go live, when I engage, when I send you guys thank you, when I do like the nurturing part, for one, that's all I want to do because that's what I'm good at, right? I can't send an error email if I'm just running my mouth. I may slip up and cuss, but I can say sorry. But like the tech stuff, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. I just Kimmy, I'm trying to tell you. I agree, Kim. I watch her videos every morning and before going to bed and learning new stuff. I'm trying to tell you, wait a minute, Joyful Affairs. Is that Joyce? Y'all know I don't be remembering the business names too much, but that sounds like Joyce. Tell me, no, Cindy is Graphic Affairs. Joyful Affairs, is that you, Joyce? Dang, it's your memory card. You need an expanded memory card and set your threshold. Cindy, it sounds like you just cussed at me. I don't know. What? Dang, you need an expanded memory card and set your threshold because the things you do. We got to talk. Wait a minute. So Joyful Affairs, who? Right. I thought that was, oh no. So who is Joyful Affairs? That looks so close. Joyful Affairs and Joyce Brazil. Okay. So Joyful Affairs, tell me who your name, boo. I love binge watching your videos. Girl, guess what, Kim? I do too. I know people think I'm crazy, right? Because I don't know what it is, but y'all know I'm a Gemini, so this means it's two of me. So that means the person that's on the video, the other person is watching, right? Because sometimes I'm out and like I've really probably be looking at a video, looking at what I'm about to post or like getting an idea. And I'll be sitting there laughing like, girl, you is crazy. I try to tell you, I be cracking myself up. I don't know why. Like I don't hear myself every day or I don't know why, but I really be cracking myself up. Tiffany, okay. So Tiffany, I'm trying to tell you, twins for the life of the Gemini. Okay, Tiffany. So sometimes when you guys come over here on YouTube, I lose traction of what the business names is. Hey, now Arena, we talked on the phone, and you told me, I told you I would get your name right because I said, tell me if I'm pronouncing this wrong, and you just give me a 1 if I'm right, a 2 if I'm wrong, because you told me. Arena. That should just fall off my mouth. That's what it looked like. I had to look at it though for a second. Renee. Y'all, I'm trying to tell you. You are crazy as hell, but we love it. Renee, I'm trying to tell you. I don't know what it is, but like I literally 45 minutes ago now was like sick. I thought I was pregnant. It's like I'm playing. She can't do that. Over 40, we don't do that over here. That's what it felt like. I felt wheezy. I'm like, oh my God, I'm a content gone. But that just means new content and more relative content instead of all the things. So guys, I am going to get into the 7 beliefs, the limiting beliefs that is keeping you broke or is ruining your creative businesses, right? Because at the end of the day, I know it's more than 7. I'm just going to share with you 7 because they the 7 I thought of. They was the 7 that really impacted me. They was the 7 that really kept me at bay. They was the 7 that really kept me comfortable. They was the 7 that kept me broke, okay? For 38 years. I didn't know I was broke though, but I know now. I know now, baby. I know. So, perfect. Okay. Arena. Got it. Arena. I think what it is the long A and the short A. That's what that trips me up. Quick question. Do you do one-on-one sessions? I'll be in GA next month and would love to connect with you on learning. So Tiffany, wait a minute, that name do sound familiar. That name really do sound familiar when I see Tiffany Joyful Affairs. Now I'm be looking for it in my group. So no, I no longer provide one-on-one, unfortunately. I'm going to be honest, guys. That's not what I do. I did that because COVID shook the heck out of me. It did. And when in times like that, is you could do one or the other. It's fight or flight at that point, right? I couldn't sit up here and worry about, oh my God, COVID shut us down, because COVID shut us all the way down. I had to get real creative, baby. And those one-on-one private sessions, they were one of the things that definitely helped me out tremendously throughout that entire process when we was dealing with COVID. So I think we taught maybe all that year. I had maybe about 25 sessions, I believe. So that was, thank you. But I no longer, for one, my calendar just do not allow it. And we touring, baby. I hit 40 cities this year, maybe like 42. We got 8 cities coming up. I know you say you be in Georgia, but baby, you gotta look at that calendar where we gonna be. And I'm trying to tell you, that's where you need to be. She said, bingo, I got it. Safe, I got it. Okay, cool. I am in Angela Branford. I don't think we go there. Did we go to Connecticut?
No. Cleveland is
closest.
Only Ohio. We're going to be going this year.
Ohio.
Yeah, we were supposed to be going last year, but we didn't make it to Cleveland. This year we will.
We ain't go to Connecticut at all?
No. That's close. Maybe Boston. It's close.
Oh yeah, Boston. Boston is not June though. Yeah, it is. No.
It's coming up. That New England tour, because that's
June. Yeah, because North is
that upper North.
Y'all see who know? I don't know. I don't know. I just say go to the website. But I do know we're going to where again? Cleveland?
Yeah, Cleveland.
In Boston?
Uh-huh.
That's the closest?
Yeah, Boston. Yeah, if she's in Cincinnati, Ohio, yeah, Boston or
Hartford.
Hartford, Connecticut. I'm not sure. That's close up in.
I don't know, boo. But I know Hartford isn't on there, right? Love my private. Oh yeah, Renee, you had girl. Your backdrop was the one that just kind of made the ball garland go crazy, because that everybody was asking about that ball garland. I'm like, oh my God, where you get it? Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, that was fun too. It was fun. What? The what? Yeah. Yeah. Be quiet. Thank you, Helen. I cannot wait to see Helen. You coming to Philly? Is it? Where you coming to, Helen? And scrapping everything. Come on, Vera. I'm trying to tell you, I'll be there. Come on with it, baby. I don't even, guys, the tour in June, as of right now, someone is booked for every location. And the 3 locations, it was one that started filling up because I had some registers like the past few days. I know Richmond is almost full. I know B-More is almost full. Philly is almost full. And I think they're the ones that's like full, like almost full, like got 2 slots left. The rest of them are pretty okay. So if you're thinking about it, I'm trying to tell you, you better get in there like swimwear, because we ain't coming back to 2023. And y'all know how my attention span is. 2023, I might be on some new stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I might not be touring next year. I'm trying to tell you, because it's a lot. I may not want to do that next year. Y'all know this little trip I'm on. If I don't want to do it, I ain't gonna do it. So y'all better catch me while it's hot. I'm trying to tell you. I tried to tell you. All right, so let's get into it. Let's get into it, y'all. I know I played around because I missed y'all. It's like I really didn't. I went live last week, but I was still trying to catch up with all the stuff, all of the things. So I really haven't had a session. And I'm excited because my next 8 sessions are already, I already got all my content scheduled. I got all the things. They're already uploaded on YouTube. And it's going to be an amazing Posh Late Night Biz. Not to mention your girl birthday coming up. Ooh. Your girl birthday coming up. I ain't gonna tell you how old I be, but y'all know because I talk about it all the time. So the 7 false limiting beliefs that's ruining your creative business. One thing I want to ask you guys, and I want y'all to be honest, right? We tell the truths around here. I don't know if y'all be in other groups and y'all got put on the front. When you come over here to Posh Late Night Biz or anything associated to the Posh Academy, that ain't necessary, boo. Trust and believe. That ain't necessary. I want you guys to be truthful. I want you guys to be honest because guess what? Not only are you here listening to things that I'm sharing, but it'd be a lot of engagement going on in these comments. I'm just trying to tell you, a lot of you guys got a lot of things in common. A lot of you guys got a lot of ways to uplift each other. A lot of you guys got a lot of tips to share amongst each other. Like, look at that. I didn't know I had to call Cindy when I get off of here about this computer issue, but I know now. So it's very, very, very helpful. And if you guys hear me say something and you have an amazing tip or something that has helped you, put it in the comments, boo, because there's more than one way to skin a cat. And I'm just going to talk about the things that help me in hopes that it helps somebody else. But guess what? You might got something too. So feel free to share. Feel free to share. Y'all got skills. All right. So the first one I want to start with, right? But I also want you guys to tell me first, what is a limit? I just want you to give me one. What is one limiting belief? Something that you keep telling yourself over and over and over and over. Or even if you don't tell yourself over and over, if you told yourself one time and it robbed you of an opportunity or it robbed you of a chance, or you stopped something because you told yourself this thing, I want you to tell me what it is in the comments. I'm quite sure I said the same thing because I just stopped myself out a lot of things, baby. I did. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't know more. I don't know more. Do you like that, Renee? So I mean, I like it. I just at first I was scared. I ain't gonna lie. Renee says she like it when people when I allow people to submit their backdrops for critique. I like it because I think for everyone else, for all you other guys. And another thing, some of you guys may be new to this channel. If y'all new, like my old peeps, my tribe members, they already know. Your girl gets sidetracked often. So if I see a question, I ain't one unless I'm in a training, then I'll say, yeah, hold all your questions to the end. This ain't no training, it's a conversation. So if I see a question or something I want to address, I'm gonna get sidetracked and I'm gonna talk about it because guess what? My 7 tips are already written down, so I can always go back to my tips, right? But if I see something, I'm gonna get a little sidetracked and I'm gonna talk about it because somebody else might say, I don't know, want to say something similar. So with the backdrop critiques, Renee, we will do that. Not only, well, God, I lost my footage from tour, y'all, because I don't know why I want to say it was Hattie, but it was somebody in class that was like, because I always go around in class and I always critique the backdrops at the end. And I guess they got a lot of value out of that. They was like, this would be so dope to critique our backdrops. Same critiques I did in class, but critique them on Posh Late Night Biz. So I'm hoping I still got them somewhere because that's what I wanted to do. So I'm also going to do other like critiques. So if you're in my group, that is where you have to submit your backdrops. If you're not in my group, you need to get in there. And I'm gonna put this down in here. bit.ly Posh Facebook group. All you gotta do is request, and we'll get you in there and you can submit your backdrops. So that when I do the backdrop critique session, there's no harsh talk, nothing like that. I just try and share some tips so other people can see, as well as whoever the backdrop belong to, on some simple stuff, right? Some simple stuff that really can take your backdrop to another level, right? Just with simple tweaks. All right. So I doubted myself and talked myself out of pricing what I'm worth in confidence issues. What? Come on with it, Brittany. I love it. I love it. I love it. Wait, I said 1. You said like 3. And guess what? I can relate to all 3. I can relate to all 3. No one isn't going to. Wait a minute. I'm going to tell y'all why I'm writing. No one isn't going to pay for it or like it. 1. Okay. I doubted myself and talked myself out of pricing. Hold on. Oh, you talking about pricing your stuff? All right, I got that one. All right, hold on. What if it don't work? Okay, what else? Lack of confidence. Okay. Doubting, fear of rejection. I love it, y'all. Y'all know this be helping me. Y'all know I'm doing my market research every time we have a conversation. I'm going to ask some questions. Welcome, Karen, back to the exclusive live streams. Y'all give Karen a round of applause for coming back to the YouTube membership. Okay, so guys, let me get into it so I can share this stuff with y'all, right? First one, and what the ladies said, guys, I'm gonna tell y'all what the ladies said in case y'all can't see it. And guys, if y'all on Instagram or y'all on Facebook, y'all need to come down here because the conversation is happening down here. I'm just streaming up there so y'all can see where I'm at. So if y'all want to talk, come down here and let's talk. But subscribe to the channel first. All right, cool. Okay, so what they saying is lack of confidence, guys. That was a limiting belief. Also doubting themselves, fear of rejection. What if it don't work? No one isn't going to pay for it. What? Even if you don't want to put yours down in the comments, just throw some ones up or throw something up to let the people know that they ain't by themselves, baby, because they not. Can I put someone? Oh, hello. I was scared to get my business license and miss a huge blessing. Wow, but you got that sucker now, though. You got that sucker now, and you've been doing some promos, Keisha. I seen you. All right, so the first one for me. The first one for me, and a lot of things why I wouldn't show up is I thought I wasn't experienced enough. Somebody type that in the comments, please. I wasn't experienced enough, right? It would be like, and a lot of that happens when you could be on social media and you see other people's stuff and you're like, oh, I can't do that. Or at the end of the day, you don't know what the heck you could do until you try, right? But if you have those feelings that you are not experienced enough, only person that can control that baby is you. I try to tell you, when I fell in love with this draping thing, right? Because even when I got into this industry, I was doing all the wrong things. I was doing planning, design, I was doing tablescapes, balloons, treats. I was doing all the things because I just kind of fell in love with all of it. And Keisha, it's funny you said it because I would do the same thing. Like the business license didn't scare me. Like I think I thought of my business on a Thursday. I literally had my license like Friday. I did because I was that serious with it, right? I really was. But it was so funny because in the beginning, this is something that just kind of dropped in my head. So a lot of you guys that kind of got into this, and we talk about this in class all the time. So I'm always super curious. And how did you guys get on this road to entrepreneurship, or how did you get into this creative vein, right? Or how you launched your business? And most common story is, you are the one in the family that does all the kids' parties, or in a neighborhood, or at your job, you do all of the events, all the things, and you kind of just like it, blah, blah, blah. I totally get it. So like, that kind of was my experience and wasn't. So it's like, I guess I was good at something, but wasn't sure. It just kind of came second nature to me. Like when I was working, my job that I quit, I was a program coordinator, right? So that was my thing, to like jazz up the events or plan the events. I was in charge of coordinating the program. So, I would always find the fun stuff to do for our clients, right? And even like home is like, once our true matriarch passed on, it's like I didn't think I stepped into that role, but it's kind of like it just kind of came second nature that I was the one that would host all the things. And so it was just a natural thing for me. It wasn't something like, oh, I want to be an event designer. It was like, no, it's just like I want to create a space, an intimate space for my family to congregate. But I would do all the things because I like decorating. At least I didn't think I did, but everybody told me. They used to call me, and my cousin still called me that, the Black Martha Stewart. Right? So it's funny because I never paid attention to that creative side of me. I didn't. But so when I got into it, like made a business out of it, I didn't have this natural knack, like, oh yeah, I'm good at this. I didn't. For me, it was like new, like, oh my God, what? I'm used to office work, or what? I'm used to corrections, or what? I used to the beauty field, or this was like, what the heck do I do here? Other than just get in, finagle some stuff and make it, I'm a dry rig some stuff and make it look good. Cause I didn't have no professional training, no nothing. I just wanted to come in, flip it, leave. That was all I wanted to do. So it's like, I would feel like I wasn't experienced enough to take on an actual gig and get paid for it, right? I'm like, no, because I'm gonna mess up something, or they're not gonna be happy. And it was just like these things would go in my head. And I just remember this one time, I swear to God, is one time that, wait a minute, I gotta read it. Wait, hold on. It's this one time we were out, right? We was at like a company event. And one thing I can say is I'm so I am so blessed to have the people in my life that are actually like my close knit people that's in my life. So when I first launched this thing, my bestie was like, she was the one hands down there through everything. And we were at like this company event, and even my Uncle Sam, her dad, they would pitch my business, right? Now I'm super fish out of water with this thing. I'm like, oh my God, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. They talking about going to the corporate people too. Like, oh no, oh no. And so we were out at this networking event. And somebody he was talking to, some young lady was having an event coming up, and he just said, oh yeah, she does this, my niece does this. And I'm like, mayday, plane going down. So he come back over there. I remember this like it was yesterday, y'all. He come back over there. He like, Precious, she want to talk to you, blah, blah, blah. I said, no. I'm like, So my bestie like, if you don't get over there and pitch your business, blah, 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 I'm going to embarrass you. So I forgot what she said she was going to do, but it was something, right? And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, no, I'm not ready. And I wasn't ready. And so I went over there because I forgot what she said she was going to do. But it clearly is, that's one of them situations where I don't know about y'all, but from where I'm from, you better not come home crying, talking about nobody beat you up, because they're gonna send you back out there. You want a whipping from your mama, or you want a whipping. It was like a situation like that. So I say, oh Lord. So I went over there, and I don't know what I said. I don't remember that in time, because it was like it's just flashed out. It just this I just was there. My body was there, but I don't know what was coming out of my mouth. And I remember it, right? And I remember being so scared. I just thought that I wasn't qualified to handle someone's event. And so it's funny because everyone else believed that I was. And I know that my confidence alone is what caused me to not get that gig, right? Because clearly I've done events, and clearly whatever she was looking for, they thought I could execute, but my confidence itself robbed me of that opportunity. And that happened. That's not the only time it happened, but that was the first time it happened to where I was really aware that that's what was going on, right? So that along with another thing that happened, but this was like a draping gig, but that was like one of those feelings. I was like, woo, what do I do to channel this feeling? Because I don't want to feel like this. I don't, because it robs your confidence, right? It robs you of being able to confidently say what you do and make someone feel like, oh yeah, I need her, right? So y'all see how today, oh no, baby, today, oh, you ain't excelling in this draping game unless you come to me. That's how, my confidence is on 1,000 like that, because I know what I can produce, right? I ain't know that back then. So for me, one of the things was definitely not feeling experienced enough. But little to me that I know that day, I was only focused on this music is driving me nuts, y'all. I'm sorry, but YouTube got to do better with their no copyright music. That's all I can listen to, so they don't strike my video. But I just remember that episode, and I remember how I felt, and I remember that just because of me not feeling like I was good enough, or me not feeling like I was experienced enough, I was the only one that robbed me of that opportunity. But I also realized that it was fixable. It's fixable. At the end of the day, I had to develop that mindset, but I told y'all that didn't happen until I was around 38, and this was right around that time. And I realized this is fixable. Like, it's okay, whatever I feel like I don't know, go and learn the thing you don't know. But that's what my mind was saying. But my pockets were saying something else. I mean, that's a whole nother story. You got to read my book to learn that whole story. But that's what so I was just starting my transition, right? I was just starting the transition to really fully becoming a business owner and really realizing what it takes to become one. But, I could think one thing and the follow through was like, no, or I could want something and then mentally I talk myself out of it, because y'all know how the mind works. So it's like, I went through that whole transition for a year. Like, that was a whole year of learning and growing and failing and hurting and crying and all the things, right? But that was my one, not feeling like I was experienced enough. All right, so I'll go, let me see. I thought that I wasn't experienced. Oh, okay. Y'all, thank you. Y'all typing it for me. My work is not out there enough. Oh, Tanya, I agree. You ain't got no Tanya. No, let me slide them DMs because you know what to do. Glad I'm not alone. I live in Detroit, city of scammers. Enjoyed your service, so I gotta stop trying to read people because it's projects. Wait a minute, what? Just turn around and bash just to get some, but enjoyed your service. All right, I don't know about that one. I gotta understand that one. Hold on. Contracting and website. How do you attract the high-end clients? Hold on, Vera. Wait a minute. Give me a second. This gonna this gonna be, hold on, y'all. Hold on. This is gonna be an evening. Y'all got your beverages. Y'all see mine? Y'all see that daggone light shining on my cup. If you can't see it, say stand positive. Y'all know I'm branded all day. I'm going back to school to get my degree in business with a concentration in entrepreneurship. I like it, Tamana. Praying to God that gives me more insight. It will. I swear to goodness, it will. It's one young lady that I will be hiring soon. And it's funny you said it because that's one of the main reasons why I'm bringing her on, because she has all her certifications and bachelor's in business, right? And so funny because you go to so many of these coach gurus that they figuring out their daggone self. They figuring it out. So I'm like, you want to know what? Sometimes it is good to go with somebody that's certified, know what the heck they talk about. That's why when you talk about certain kind of money, you can't go to an accountant no more. You need a CPA. It's a different requirement. It hit a little different, baby. So definitely go to Vonna. Definitely go. I definitely know it will help you. It would benefit you on your entire journey. It's gonna be things that you learn there. But this thing is like, you have to have all kind of applied knowledge, right? You have to have, or should have, some kind of book smarts, some kind of street smarts, along with just common sense, right? So definitely apply. If y'all know me, y'all know I'm a sponge. Anything that it consists of learning, I'm like, they're like, huh? What? I love learning. I love learning, right? But it has to be taught in a way. Now, it just got to be taught. And I'm a Gemini. I lose interest fast. You got to be like entertaining. I think that's why I'm so entertaining, because I know people lose me. I'm like, what? What happened? I don't remember. Don't call on me in class, because 9 times out of 10, I'm in la la land somewhere. I'm in my own world. But I'm smart as a whip. I'm just trying to tell you, I'm smart as a whip. But I'm like, huh? Repeat it. I'm trying to tell you. YouTube is where the party is at anyways. I'm trying to tell you, Leah, come over here. Hey, Latasha. My husband loves doing me like that. I really want to run out of the room. Wait a minute, I missed that. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, Mama Odie coming through, and it's getting good sugar. Oh, Lord. All right, so that was my number one, right? Wasn't experienced enough. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate it. So that was my number one. So number two. Now this gonna hit home. But I wouldn't be me if I wasn't telling the truth. And I wouldn't be precious if I ain't keep it real. So here we go. Number two is not having the support of family and friends, right? At the end of the day, some of you guys I see, and I still see a lot of lashing out on social media. And I'm like, I get it, because I know how it feels. Ooh, I know how it feels to have you that have mastered something, or not even master something, but have you that have a full business in something. Somebody come ask you to do something, and you had a business too, right? So you deserve to get paid for it. But then turn around and go hire somebody else, but won't pay you. If that ain't some of the most utterly disrespectful stuff, I swear. But again, I'm trying to tell you, it's more than one way to skin a cat. It's something about realizing that, for one, that's not even a requirement of them. Like when you go in this, and that's why a lot of people get emotionally attached to those feelings. Like, oh my God, I can't believe you're going to do that. Like, oh my God, really? You're going to do that? Really? Yeah, that's what people do. That is what people do. So it's like you kind of have to learn. It's kind of like going into it with no expectations. Like one thing, and I think that's one thing why with my business, I really didn't have a lot of hard feelings, because I didn't have no expectations. I didn't expect people to people party all the time, but I didn't expect people like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go hire Precious business because this is what she do. No, it was always like, well, I'm having this such and such. Can you do? And I'm like, okay, all right. But you kind of have to already know what it is and position it in a way to there's a win-win. Like I can't never lose. It can't just be I'm losing. No, that ain't gonna work. I done lost for 38 years, baby. I'm done with that. Okay. So I had to be like position it differently. And this is one thing I share with a lot of you guys that's kind of new in the industry and you're trying to find out how, you get, for one, you get frustrated that this is happening. And for two, you're trying to find out because it's still part of you. That's family. You still want to show up. You still want to be able to give because for one, that's what we are. We are givers, right? You still want to be able to give, but don't give to the fact that it's what I'm getting. So what I did, guys, and I tell you guys this often, what I did in the beginning is when I had a lot of support of, my family and my friends that were having some celebrations or whatever it was like, oh, you got to do something. So it was either buy my inventory, right? This was how I was able to build my inventory in the beginning. So it's like everybody that had a celebration or whatever it was, I didn't mind doing it because this is my way of, building my inventory. So that's one tip. I get it on one end, you want to be firm. You're like, no, I ain't done. You crazy. You asked me that. You really like they fighting words. You really asked me that. It's like I'm playing, but but I get it. I get what you feel. But at the end of the day, you can apply strategy to almost anything you do. At least I do anyway. And I think that's why I'm able to not get so bothered by a lot of things. It's like, oh, okay, cool. I'm apply strategy to it. I'm always position things where I have to win in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I have to. Otherwise, that's a quick, strong no for me. It's a strong no. I ain't doing a short yes, like, all right, maybe. No. Y'all know how I feel about that. Give a quick no before you give a long yes. If your belly, something don't feel right, and you like, all right, let me think about it. No, I ain't got to think about it. This is my deliverables. Can we work here? Can we negotiate this? And if it's like, no, I ain't got it. Okay, cool. I ain't got it either. So it's just really like going into it with the no expectations that somebody have to support your business, right? That's the easiest way to not be disappointed because let's just face it, we want the support and we feel like we should get the support, but we don't. A lot of my support, almost all of my support, right? Except for my ground, like the ones that holds me down, comes from y'all. It comes from y'all. Like my strangers have become family and family have become strangers at the end of the day. But it's like you have to find peace within yourself for it to not bother you, right? And some people be like, well, how could that be? And I know some of the holy rollers, I get it. But at the end of the day, I'm an individual and I have to protect this by any means necessary. Sometimes that involve removing myself from situations, people, places, and things. And I'm at a place in my life where I'm not afraid to do so. I'm not, because I like me. I could sit with me all day long and not be bothered. Y'all heard me just tell you 30 minutes ago, I sit on the phone and I laugh at myself watching my videos. So I'm trying to tell you, I could do that. I like me. I like myself. I don't fuss myself out. I don't want to go upside myself head. None of that is happening when it's me and myself or my people that's in, people that's in my circle that I know support me, that I know love me. Why? Because they love me in a way that I can receive love. I know what it looks like. I know what it feels like. I don't have to second guess it or like, really? Is this? I ain't got to second guess it because I know what it feels like, right? So they are the situations that you have to and should be putting yourself in. Don't be bothered by who ain't supporting you, boo. Love the people that are. So I thank y'all, everybody under the sound of our voice. Because y'all been rolling with me. Oh my, some of you guys are new. But some of y'all, like my Cindy's, some of y'all has been there since I was still working my job. Robbing time from my job to feed the Posh Academy, right? y'all saw the whole transition. And we ain't done yet. So I'm trying to tell you, at the end of the day, love on who loves on you, right? Family shows up in different ways these days. I'm trying to tell you. It shows up in different ways, in different manifestations. So just realize what family feels like to you, right? And then adapt to those situations, right? Like be a magnet, but also be the type of friend, the type of family member, whatever it is that you want people to be to you. So at the end of the day, that's like the core underlying thing there. But don't be bothered by people ain't support you, boo. Don't go into it thinking they supposed to. Don't go that you'll save yourself a lot of heartache. I'm trying to tell you. Save a lot of heartache. I'm trying to tell you. All right. Keisha say our family will pay. Certain ones are cheap, so they get the basic stuff. Oh God. Helen, going through it, but they want it for free. Come on, tribe. Click that thumbs up on this video. Thank you, Keisha. I love you, boo. That's right, y'all. Click the thumbs up, please. It's more people here than I'd have likes. Don't do it. Don't do it to me. I wouldn't do it to you. Be the change you want to see, baby. Don't get me on my little preaching soapbox. I'm trying to tell you. All right, wait a minute. I'm trying to go through these comments so I don't miss nothing. So that's right, Renee. All inventory comes back to you, baby. But they want the inventory back after the event. Who, huh? Vera, who want the inventory back after what? Son, say that again. Run that back. Run that back, Clyde. Oh my God. Also, your circle should be individuals who are able financially to purchase your services. I wish I had found you then. I feel like I would be farther in the business. Joyce, you weren't ready to find me then, boo. Guess what? Because I wasn't ready to be found. I'm just being honest. I was trying to figure it out too. So I'm glad you ain't found me because I would have took you on a roller coaster ride. Because I was on my daggone self. I'm trying to tell you. But at the end, ultimately, the end, I don't stop until it hits success. So we'd have been rolling together, but we'd have been rolling together. But one thing though, what was it? Also, your circle should be individuals who are able financially to purchase your services. Hattie, I kind of agree and I kind of disagree. I only disagree in the context that some people are rich in other ways than financially. I have some people, and it's funny because some of them don't even know this, right? I have some people that if I'm having a bad day, I can just get on the phone. I can have the best darn going laugh ever. Or I have some people, and it's a select few, because I ain't the type to call nobody. I really ain't. That's just not what I do. I'd rather send a kite. Like I'm playing. That's an inside joke. I'm playing. But there also another young lady that when I'm having some of my darkest moments, right? I don't know what kind of money she got, but I know she is so spiritual warfare. When I need a deep prayer, that's what I call, right? It's like it's something that they are able to provide. That some of my circle people could be millionaires and aren't able to provide that. So some people are rich in various different ways. My whole purpose, the whole thing that I'm making point to is just make sure that they are adding value to your life. Some people add value to me in different ways, and it's not all monetarily. So who was I talking to today? Oh my God. I can't even remember who I was, but it was like a good 10-minute conversation, right? And it was fun. It was funny because it was just one of those things where it just was like, I didn't even sign up for that. But it was, y'all know I'd be running my mouth. But I was given value, and that's not even why I was there. That's not even why I was there. But they got so much out of that. So my whole thing is pay attention to people that are around you and what they're adding to your life, and make sure they're not just taking away. At the end of the day, take it. You can't be takers here. We ain't got room for that, right? We ain't got room for that. So definitely just realize who is really your top 5, right? The top 5 people that you talk to often or you most communicate with, like they say, birds of a feather flock together. That is very true. I know a lot of things that I used to do, or I used to say, or I used to be involved in back then. A lot of it was because of the people I was connected to, right? At the end of the day, child, I heard something earlier today. I really don't want to go into it because it's a very long story, but that sucker hit home. It was something about the flies, or not the flies, the flea. Y'all heard the story about the flea and his ability to jump 36 inches high? If y'all heard that story, I'm trying to tell you, it'll move you. It'll move you. Those of you that feel as if you are a product of your environment and you can't get out, or there is no way out, yes, it is. Just go listen to that story. I was listening to it on the way home, and it was like that. So a lot of my conversations now are different because of the people they're just different quality people. Like they have things that I aspire to do, or I aspire, or I want, or I'm inspired by, or I'm motivated by, right? So it's like it makes a big difference in relationships and communication. We ain't stopping. I agree with you, Precious. Preacher Precious. Celeste. Yes. I'm filming a commercial to get company out there outside of Detroit and Billboard. Oh, boy. I like it. We found you when we were supposed to. That's right, Helen. That's right. And guess what? That's right. Not only did y'all find me, because I put the content out there for y'all to find me. So it's like I knew I was throwing my bait out there. I wanted you to find me, baby, because I be needing y'all too. All right, y'all ready for number 3? That is so cool. I like it. A commercial. Commercials are fun. All right, so number 3, you guys give me a 3 in the comments. And it's funny because I wrote my little 2s down here. So it means somebody said this earlier before I even said it. So that is already confirmation that it ain't just me that was thinking that. So number 3. Yes, Shanika, it is definitely. Surround yourself with like-minded people. Number 3 is no one will buy it or pay you. What? Who said that earlier? No one will buy it or pay you. I'm trying to tell you. I got 2 questions for that. I got 2 questions for that, and I got 2 questions for you. Because I already know my answer, because that was mine. But I know people will buy it now, and I know people will pay me. It's been proven, baby. It's been proven. Past 3 years, it's been proven. Sold out classes. So Renee said, somebody said it right. Somebody said it. But main thing is, I want to ask, and because this was like an exercise I had did, right, that had helped me like understand where the heck these thoughts came from. And I want to ask you the same thing. Who told you that? Who told you nobody going to pay you or nobody want it, right? Not only that, where in the world did these thoughts come from? Where did they come from? I know a lot of my stuff stemmed from that I wasn't experienced enough. I'm like, I'm a newbie. I don't got enough experience. Nobody going to pay me for it. And realistically, had I showed up, if I just believed in myself, like how I believe in myself now, and me, the way I believe in myself now is not because I got professionally trained. It's not because I did all the things. It's because I really worked on my mindset. Because even after I got professionally trained, I still was hitting brick wall after brick wall after brick wall. And I still was like, why? I still couldn't quite get it. Now, I had certain things that, clearly helped me get past the level I was at. But it still felt like something was missing. I still felt like something was missing. Like I still ain't about to go in this room and ask these people for $1,200 for this backdrop. I ain't about to do that. They ain't gonna pay for that. I don't care how it look, but they ain't gonna pay for that. Like, where the hell did that idea come from? Who put that in my head? I'm trying to tell you. Self-doubt is one of the things that will hinder you and keep you stuck. Keep you stagnant, and anything that don't grow is dead. It is dead. I heard that earlier too. I forgot who said that. I think it was Steve Harvey. I can't remember, but that's all. A lot of times that's what I'm listening to. Keisha said, "That's it." I'm trying to tell you. When I was thinking that way, you want to know what? When I was thinking that no one was going to pay for it and no one would buy it and all that thing, that's when I was in my doing things for free. And for me, I was like, oh, I'm cool because they giving me inventory. I'm like, all right, cool. At least if I'm doing it for free, at least I'm getting something. That's just my mentality. I still like that today. Like I can't be in a situation I'm just assed out. I just got to say it. Sorry. But that just can't be me. That can't be the situation, right? So I felt at that time that was good enough for me to feel validated that I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm not being used. But still, that wasn't good enough. That ain't good enough today. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna fly. But I just was thinking, like, nobody gonna pay for this. I don't care how pretty it looked. Like, like where I just hopped on the scene. They're like, where'd she come from? They can be like, y'all know how people is. But realistically, if I was to deal with some of the mindset stuff that I was dealing with at that time, if I would have dealt with it and really figured out why was I thinking I wasn't good enough, right? Everything I thought about myself, I thought I was dope. At least I thought I was dope. Until I started doing the work and realizing I didn't think I was that dope. I was bruised and abused. I'm trying to tell you. And I would hide all the time. I would hide from y'all. I would hide from potential clients because I just was like, nobody gonna want it. And I'm like, that's why when y'all hear me say how I boast about my stuff now, like I know I'm dope. Y'all don't know how long it took me to say that. Y'all don't know the work it took me to go through and do, for me to know and feel, and for me to actually evoke that emotion. So it's not only I'm saying it to myself, y'all believe it too. Anybody I talk to believe it, because that's why I make them feel. Because you can't treat me any less than I'm gonna treat myself. And I love the heck out of myself now. Oh man, I do. I'm just saying. So now it's not gonna fly. So at the end of the day, I don't know who told you that. There ain't nobody gonna buy, ain't nobody gonna pay for it. Stop telling yourself that, because they will. But the moment you keep walking in them rooms, like, okay, yeah, here go my services. This is what we do. And you may not say it that meek, but I'm trying to tell you, even if you think you don't say it that meek, when you're not confident, or your confidence isn't at the level where it should be to impact the person to book your services, oh, I'm going to negotiate you down just because I know I can. Just because I know I can. It comes off that way. So if you ain't certain in yourself or your service or your products, how are you going to get me to be certain that you're going to deliver what I need you to deliver? I'm trying to tell you, it plays a big part in your pricing. It plays a big part in how you position yourself. It plays a big part in what you're attracting to your business. I'm trying to tell you. Wait a minute. See what I'm saying? Y'all be having these conversations. I gotta go and see what y'all talking about. Hold on. It's a self-accusing spirit. Say it again, Cam. I'm trying to tell you. From the country, that was my mindset. Dang, another one that hits home for me. I love you, Helen. I'm telling myself, okay, now you building content. You expect them to pay you over $300. You don't deserve it. Everyone is doing it now. Girl, Kimberly, I don't give a goddamn who backdropping, if that's a word. If it ain't, I just trademarked that. Backdropping. I'm backdropping these gems. Ain't nobody backdropping like me. I don't care who do it better. I don't care who do it. I don't care how they do it. Don't nobody do it like Precious. And so Precious is going to put the price tag that Precious want, and Precious is going to price it at whatever is going to help Precious reach her goals, because Precious got a vision, baby. And Precious got a mission. And Precious got goals. Precious trying to go somewhere, and Precious trying to help people. In order for these things to happen, I need to get paid, and I deserve to get paid. And this is what you're going to pay me. So at the end of the day, I'm trying to tell you, Keisha, I get it, because that's what I was doing it too. Like, all right, you know what? It ain't no room for me. Yes, the heck it is. I'm busting down doors, right? Y'all think like Draping, you never heard Draping talked about in a way that it is now. When I first started, I didn't, there was no resources. If it was like, y'all know how everything tight-lipped. Wasn't nobody sharing it. I couldn't just go in the group and say, hey, where that backdrop stand? And 20 people drop one person name. That didn't happen. So I'm trying to tell you, when you guys see me making the moves, or y'all see me adamantly just doing things, and I'm pushing my stuff, because it works. And if I don't believe in the Posh Academy, nobody else is going to believe in the Posh Academy. I eat, live, breathe the Posh Academy. I do. I'm trying to tell you. And it shows. So I don't care. Nobody else that's in this Draping game bother me. It's like, all right, I'm in the sea by myself. That's the mindset I have, because the minute I get disturbed with what everybody else doing, I'm gonna start changing my business model to match theirs, or I'm gonna start going away from my plan of focus to try and outshine them. I ain't got time for that, because at the end of the day, no matter what I got going on, it's always going to pan out to be what I need it to be if I give it the attention it needs. If I go over here looking at Sue stuff and then go over here looking at Billy Bob stuff, I ain't paying attention to the Posh Academy. I'm trying to tell you, it makes all the difference in the world. Anytime I go off the planet, or I go out of my cyberspace, baby, I'm in a womb. I am birthing some stuff. Trust and believe. The last thing I'm doing is looking at what everybody else stuff got going on. I don't care. I am in hibernation, about to birth some stuff. I'm trying to tell you. Oh my God. Cindy, you rebranding too? I gotta call you, because there's something else I gotta ask you about a shirt. You know, I got my little shirt machine in. Wait a minute. Oh, all right. So they y'all little conversations. Okay. I'm telling all y'all now, the minute you purchase your professional premium materials, hold your heads up to the gods with confidence. Period. Ah! Speaking into existence, Sweat, it works. I'm trying to tell you. Thank you for being a resource. You're welcome, Renee. Thank you for being a source. I got to plug into something, baby. I got to plug into something. I'm trying to, y'all see all of this, Electric shock. Where am I put it at, baby? Where am I put it at? I be getting on their nerves in here. It's just too much. I be having it bottled up, waiting for y'all. I'm trying to tell you. I'm not hiding. I'm getting in people's face. Everybody going to know me and my work. I'm trying to tell you, Keisha. I'm trying to tell you. I was in people's face when I started first getting in people's face. It's funny because this is funny, guys. I kid you not. I always kind of was like, just like always fearful a little bit. Like because the way I came in, I guess, the way I came into something totally new, didn't know anything about it. And normally with me, anything I kind of veered off and ventured and did, I kind of had some kind of history behind it, right? I just came into this thing like, look, I'm here. We're going to figure it out. And, it's like once I got out of that fear of not showing up and I'm not good enough. And then I started like, you know what? I'm dope as hell. And I started to really boast it like that and put it in people's face. Some people's like, oh, who she thinks she is? Baby, I ain't sit up here and do all this stuff and made all these investments to be the same person that I was last year. That defeats the purpose. You know how much money it costs for me to change into who I am today? At the end of the day, my core is still Precious Stevens. At the end of the day. But with a boosted confidence and a new self-love, that's really what it is. A new self-love and self-respect. That's what it is. So I'm holding everybody accountable. I hold everybody accountable. It ain't no more. You want to know what? I'm just going to take one for the team. I ain't taking nothing for the team no more. I didn't did it. 38 years. Read the book, May 30th. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all heard that little plug? I ain't doing it no more. So I get it. Keisha, I love it. You say it with exclamation points, scream it. Y'all, when y'all see me 9 times out of 10, what y'all see me in? Posh gear. I'm trying to tell you, if I could go out here and rock whatever I was rocking, a Macy's or a Nike or a Puma, whatever it is, why I can't rep my brand like that? My brand dope. I don't need, and I'm not saying nothing wrong with them brands, but I'm saying the same way I developed the same mindset. Like if I could go to work for somebody else for 8 hours a day for $14 an hour, babe, you can't even get me on the phone for 14 hours. You can't even talk to me for 15 minutes for 14 hours. That's just not happening. So why can I not apply the same time or not more if needed to my own brand? Period. Or put the infrastructures in place the way they run in their corporation. Why I can't get that done for me so I can operate the same way? So I can go play golf, and so I can go out on a veranda whenever I want to in some international place, whatever it is, right? So like the mindset is different. Like all these things I want now, it's in arm's reach. It's in arm's reach. All I gotta do is walk in my purpose, baby. That's all I have to do. This is stuff I never even really dreamed of, honestly. I'm just being honest. So it's like make the dreams and the visions bigger and broader. And it's like, wow, like this is really, I asked a question yesterday. It was crazy because it just came out of nowhere. That y'all know the housing market is crazy. I know they doing it to y'all too. People keep calling me, I want to buy your house. No, because y'all know she cheap. There's no way I've made this little investment and now it didn't damn near tripled. And you think I'm gonna let it go? And I'm paying like $2 for mortgage. Oh no, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. But what will happen is I'm like, okay, like even if I was to keep it, I would love to. Y'all know I love international waters. I'm like, I would love to buy some property over there. And when I really started thinking about it and just really thinking about it and like talking to other people about it, it's tangible. It's like, that's so real. It could be done. And I'm like, oh my God, like what the hell? Like I really was sitting here and y'all hear me all the time when I say I'm dreaming small. And to me, I'm thinking I'm dreaming big because your dream's supposed to scare you a little bit. And I'm like, you know what? The whole month of December, I'm going off some international place. And I told y'all about it a few months ago. I'm like, I'm gonna be walking out with coconuts and pineapples every day for the whole month of December. And I'm like, you know what? Nah, that's crazy. Like, nah, like that could be my house. I'm trying to tell you. You just got to stay focused and stay true to what you're supposed to be doing. I get distracted all the time. That's why all my goddamn content gone. I know because you go, but that's okay. I got something for you though. I know I was saying like got rid of all the content. Like, no, girl, you stay right here. You did. I'm trying to tell you. Say it again, Candace. Thank you, Mary. She said the hardware is heavy duty. It's true. All right, so guys, Vera, Would love to have you in Trinity and Tobago Island like that's. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. I see me. I see me. When you guys hear this thing and exist, I just need y'all to put on a little cyber party for me when y'all see me over there cutting the ribbon to my old house. Like, I don't know where it's going to be, just long as it's on the water. That's my only requirement, right? That's my only requirement. But yeah, like that's real. It's real. And I didn't never, guys, that's all I got to say. I didn't never. Kimberly, say it again. His vision is always better than ours. Always, always, always. Dream out loud. I love it. I love this tribe. It helped keep me accountable. Girl, it keep me accountable too. I'm trying to tell you, Cindy. That's all I can say is it keep me accountable. I'm trying to tell you, I had this brain, the way this brain of mine works. I want to do all the things. I do because I know I can. It's like, I think it's like me living my childhood, reliving my childhood. It's like, I want to do all the things. Nobody can't tell me no. That ain't what? What? No. Oh, I'm going to do it anyway, just because you said no. I try to tell you, it's like, I can't explain what this era of my life is like. It's like, I want to do all the things when you're in your second half or the second phase of your life. And now you're no longer looking up the ladder, you're looking down. It's like, oh, heck no, I got to do that. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this. I got to do that. It's just, it gets real. Trying to tell you. I'm horrible trying to stay focused, but your backdrop got me ready to change my graduation event to orange, blue, and that green. So you stop playing. Stay focused on the video because I'm ready to hit you with number 4. So number 4 was kind of, I kind of want to change number 4. Well, number 4 was mine. But number 4 for me was that I wasn't tech savvy, right? The way I am now, how tech savvy I am now, I clearly wasn't when I first got into this whole industry thing, right? I was doing things so old school. I had the paper contracts, and I really wasn't trying to convert. I didn't want to learn nothing new. I didn't want to learn automation. I didn't want to learn none of these things. And the downside of that is I had to learn the hard way how that hindered my business. So I had to learn the hard way how short. Now I know I got a short attention span, but so do potential clients too. So nobody got time to be sitting around and you telling them to, download this, sign it, get it back. Nobody got time for that. But this is kind of how I was doing it when I first got in, because I ain't know about automation. Nobody teaching me. Ain't nobody tell me, right? They ain't tell me. But I was like doing the paper contracts and even going to my consultations. I would have my little cute little folder, right? I did my little branded thing because that was the first thing I did. Like, oh, it got to look cute. It got to look cute and be all poshed out. So I did that, but it was like, no, like nobody doing that, girl. Like they whipping out laptops and iPads. And the business is actually running for them. They're not sitting here taking phone calls. So it was like that. Again, that first year when I was going through all these things, these transformations, like I did not want to learn tech. And I was like, oh my God. And so it's like, because I wasn't even a phone person. The only reason I had a phone was to take pictures. I'm just being honest. To take pictures and look at, was I on Instagram then? Whatever I was on, Facebook, whatever it was just take pictures and do that and check my email. So all these apps and all this stuff, like my kids was doing that. The Snapchats and not me. I was like, I ain't got time for that. It's too much learning. You got to do all this stuff. And I even now, I started really adapting to the new way people are doing things, like with the TikToks and the IGs, but me not wanting to really get into the tech space definitely hindered my business because I know, and everybody else know that in this draping game, I could kill it with my skill set, my level of skill, and my creativity, and my dope personality. I just don't take the time to do the things, right? Because I'm like, I don't feel like doing that. That's tech. You got to be in the phone. You got to do this. You got to. And realistically, I could have been murdered the scene. I could have. Even when I first got in and I'm sitting here whipping out papers of contracts, doing consultations and stuff. And I mean, I didn't know it at the time. I thought that was the way you do stuff. Why? Because that's what Google told me. Ain't nobody else tell me that. I ain't had nobody that I could call and say, hey, girl, how you supposed to do this? Man, Google, boy, I went to Google University. Google launched my business for me. Yes, they did. So I'm trying to tell you, like not wanting to learn tech really just, man, it just really kind of slowed things down for me because the whole process and the onboarding process, the workflow was super, super, super slow. And then by the time I would like get to the next point, they didn't book somebody else. They've already automated and got the invoice paid. And I'm like, well, dang, how that happened? I'm like, we just talked. But I say that because every time I'm like in a coaching session or I'm in a mentoring session, now that I'm not a tech wizard, but I love systems because I know how to operate. I love systems. Like everything is automated. I'm like, all right, whoop the whoop. All right, push that button. Yep, that's where it's at. Okay, boom. I love automation. And it's like every time I have someone I'm working with, that's like not the thing. That's not their thing. And I know a lot of you guys still are maybe struggling with the honey books and the 17 hats and the dubsidos. I get it, but I'm trying to tell you, in order to optimize your business in a way to where it could just be streamlined to you could just go do all the things and it's still working, you better get tech savvy. I talk to some of y'all on the phone, like you'll get something and like, oh my God, Precious, I don't know how to work this. I'm not tech savvy. I'm like, boo, we can't use them excuses no more. If you trying to elevate or you trying to take your business to another level, it's a requirement. There's no way you're going to be able to stay amongst the competition and you still whipping out paper. Like they're going to look at you like, what? Bye. Then nobody doing that. Because at the end of the day, it's like this is a microwave land. People want it quick, fast, in the hurry. Like poof, poof. If you ain't got it, they gone to somebody else, boo. I'm just trying to tell you. Get your systems and your automation in place. That's the easiest way to lose a client, right? Easiest way. Somebody got to wait for you, or your follow-up game is whack, and you're just losing clients out the door, right? You just lose them out the door. That's a big one because the minute automation is, a lot of people don't implement systems because it's an expense. Because I didn't either. I had all of the free ones in the beginning. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I did. I had the acuities and I had all of the free stuff. I did. But it was just so much work because I had to manually do this and then manually do that. It just was a lot. So until I fully got automated with, I think my first one I used was, I don't know, maybe Honeybook. I didn't really like it too much. Then I tried Dubsado. That was too techy. I was like, look, I ain't that daggone smart when it comes to this tech space. And I ended up sticking with 17 hats. I think I was with them for maybe about 3 years. And they did everything I needed to do. They did all of my automation. They did all the things. So it just made things for me move a lot smoother. Not only that, but it also shows up you're professional, right? You're a business, you running a business. Don't treat it like a hobby, baby, because I'm gonna look at you like you running a hobby, and I'm not going to pay you no business prices. I'm gonna pay you hobby prices because that's what you're looking like to me. So I'm trying to tell you guys, definitely get serious about your business and implement systems because it makes a difference. Perceived value is everything. It's not about what you put on your website, about your prices. It's not about what you want. It's about what people are willing to pay you. And some of these things got a lot to do with what the value that they see that you're worth, right? So definitely, if you're not implementing systems, get started today. That's all I'm saying. Get started today. Betty say that's her with Google. Joyce, I dislike the paper, but I haven't automated yet. You got to get on. So one thing I would say, I'm cool with the paper. I like paper because sometimes you just need to look. You just need to write. So I get it. But when it comes to like business affairs, I would say just start with one thing. Start with something simple that you can automate. And I think the thing is getting used to just seeing how it just frees up time in your business and how it can just improve your client experience journey without you even being too much involved, right? It's like things could just move and flow. And I'm like, oh, yes. Woo. And I'm still impatient. Like if I got to sit there and wait, even today, if I didn't reached out to a contract and you're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to send you my stuff. I'm like, where's that? Like, why you ain't got that stuff in place where you could just hit me with something? Like, I ain't got time to wait because how I roll, when I want something, I want it now. So if you ain't got it, guess what? I done gone to somebody else. Because I am that impatient. Didn't I just tell y'all I ain't got that much time? And that's how I operate. Like, I ain't got that much time. Well, I got to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. So that's how I am. And it makes a difference when you be ready. And that's just me, like be ready so you don't have to get ready. So just start with something small. Joyce, like it's something like email automation or contracts, automate your contracts or your scheduler. Like I'm not sure if you're still doing like consultations, like just that was the worst. Oh my God. Guys, when I was trying to do the little planner book and I was trying to write my little appointments down. Baby, I was double booking, missing appointments. Like what in the world? Oh my God. I'm like, oh my God, no, we can't do this, Precious. We can't do this. So yeah, definitely get some automation. Get some automation. Who you telling for a long time? I thought the sky's the limit, but now, baby, the universe is not the limit, but the galaxy. I love it. Oh my God. Wait a minute. I saw you said you had an adult list for your online pages when cleaning them up, an audit list. Wait a minute. Is there one to download, go through my pictures and see what I should be looking for to take down or keep up? Toya, I'm not sure if that was me. I don't do no audit for no, if you're talking about pictures, I'm not sure what you're talking about. So my pictures, y'all know I don't take pictures down. Like you can still see my pictures from when I first started. Like it don't bother me. I don't care how ugly my stuff was. I don't care. For me, it shows my journey. It shows my growth. If anything, it's going to inspire people like, well, dang, wow, she went from that to that in that short period of time. Yup. Yup. So I don't hide any of my stuff. If you talk about like social media stuff, y'all better hit that like button. Tell them again, Latasha. She's 56 and only. 18. Thank you, Latasha. We got 39 now. Thank y'all. I'll be trying to get 100, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all if y'all want me to keep on, and I already got 8 of these scheduled. If y'all want me to keep on with these Posh Late Night Business, the least you can do, boo, is hit that like button. It's free too. Not to mention it only take 1 second. I know your girl is worth 1 second. Thank y'all. I see them going up. I appreciate you. Love it. Ah! All right, so we're gonna go on, guys. Somebody said this too. So if you guys are ready for number 5, give me 5. I like the barcodes, trainer. I like the barcode. So I got a barcode. I sometimes be forgetting to use it because I don't really have no services for somebody to look up. But I like the barcodes and I like the link tree. But the only thing, I don't know why Instagram, these people be giving me problems. Like I have a whole link tree that has everything I got. Like, cause some of you guys be like, I don't know where to find this. I don't know where to find that. So like we created a link tree, but Instagram won't let me put it on there, and neither will Facebook. So I don't know. Like they be trying to stunt your girl growth, but that's all right. Oh, Kimberly, that's different. That ain't got nothing to do with pictures. That's just a PDF. I might just drop it in the group because I don't remember what video that was. And I remember when somebody said it, but we were on tour. Thank y'all for 5. Audit list. Probably, yeah, the only audit I got is my 28 point business audit. Yeah, that's like a checklist, kind of just making sure your business foundations is in place, or like at least so you kind of get started on it. Yeah, I like the barcode. Okay, here we go. Guys, somebody said this earlier. Number 5 is 5th limiting beliefs that keeps you broke and keeps your creative business struggling is if you're not sure if it's for you. You're not sure if it's for you. Somebody said this earlier. I totally get it. I totally get it. Did I say I totally get it? I totally get it because I do. So if you're not sure if it's for you, this was one of my things that kept me, especially in the beginning, it just kind of kept me at a place, right? Just kind of kept me stuck. It kind of kept me there. Cause I'm like, I don't know if it's going to work out. I don't know this. I don't know that. I don't know this. And I always operated out of that. I don't know, because I was like a person that I'd rather be sure or a little more sure before I make a move, right? Because I just feel like, I don't want nothing I don't want no rug slip from under me, baby. It's like, oh my God, hold on, pause, stop the bus. So I would not do a lot of the things that I wanted to do or things I was thinking about doing because it was scary. But baby, what if you try it and it works? Like, how would you know? How would you know? It's no way. Do you really want to leave this earth not knowing if you could have been great at something that you were thinking about doing? Like, guys, I'm trying to tell you, if I was still stuck back at Hope, back in Baltimore, someplace I was really, really, really unfulfilled. And that's really what it was. I didn't have a problem with the job. I didn't have a problem with my people. I just was unfulfilled. I was like, is this really all I'm supposed to be doing? I'm only supposed to do this, go to work, go home, play mom. Like, this is all I'm supposed to do. Go to the hockey games, go to the soccer games, go to like, this is it. And I'm like, no, guys, like this life here, to walk in what I'm walking in and experience the things I experience, and to be able to finally spiritually understand things in a way I never even thought were real, right? It's like, what? Like, but realistic, that's how I operate. I always operated out of that growth, that poor mindset, that poverty mindset. Like, no, this is all I got. I got holding on to it because I know I'm gonna stay here. At least I got a paycheck coming every 2 weeks. And I could depend on that. I know that's coming. That's gonna be in my bank account. I could depend on that. But baby, I'm trying to tell you, the minute I got a smidget, it ain't take much. It just was a smidget of faith, but that opened up them gates. It just was, the world was, it just was totally different. It was totally different. And then I got a little more comfortable, just not, getting out of, like knocking out the fear out of the box, right? I got a little more comfortable depending on the faith side of things. Like, all right, God, you brought me through that. Like, did you really do that? You did it for me? You playing? Am I getting pumped? I would think all the things, right? I would think all the things. I love it. I like smash out people. I love y'all. Thank you. But I was thinking all the things, right? And so sometimes it took a while for me, for even blessings came. It took a while for me to even realize that they were blessings. I was like, oh my God, nope, somebody gonna take this from me. It's too good to be true. Oh my God. And I would have anxiety, like, no, something's gonna happen. And until I really saw, y'all know, when y'all hear me talking about my road on professional and personal development, and I really started understanding how I can control things with just simply how I'm thinking, and understanding that fear is okay, but it can't stop my growth. In those moments, I need to lean on my faith, right? But realistically, at that time, I'm gonna be honest, I ain't had much. I probably had a lot of it on Sunday, or if I was if I had some blue police lights behind me, I get a lot of faith then, like, oh my God, yes. But I didn't outside of that, I didn't have a lot. I just was in this thing, unfulfilled, scared that I can't fail. So there's no sense in me trying nothing new, because at the end of the day, I gotta take care of these kids. This is it. It stops with me. And I'm like, I can't afford to try nothing new. I can't afford to do anything I want to do with my life right now. This is where I am going to be. This is what I'm going to be doing, because this is what I signed up for. And little did I know, I mean, realistically, and how you think, you still can have a fulfilling life. It's all about how you think and how you internalize things and how you deal with things. And it's just all about perception. At the end of the day, how you see things. Is the glass half empty? Was it half full? Now I totally, almost all the time, try and look at things as half full. There's always a bright side to everything. I just believe that, right? But that's just not realistically how I was raised, or how I was used to thinking in my previous life. It was like, nope, I was a realist. And a part of me still is a realist. Like, nah, it's blue. I don't want to hear that you think it could turn purple. That ain't possible. It's blue. That's just how I was. I'm trying to tell you. Hold on, wait a minute. It's because you great pressure. I love you, Trina. Not sure if this is, thank you, Kimberly. Number 5 is not sure if this is for you. I've been flip-flopping between two things and can't decide because I love them both. Nothing beats a failure, but try. Say it again, Kim. Woo, I almost caught one right there. Not sure if it's for you, team introvert. Right. Oh my God. I know y'all think, so many people think I'm an extrovert. I am not. I am like that. So there is like a spectrum. I am an introvert, outrovert, if that makes sense. Extrovert, whatever they call it. I'm one of them people, right? Like, I really am an introvert. I really am. But it's something about when I'm with my people. When I'm with my people, I can say whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. That's just how I operate, right? But realistically, I am an introvert. I just love just peeping the scene and being quiet and just analyzing things before I even open my mouth. It's like I gotta feel the tone of the room first, right? That's just how I am. I don't know. God will keep you in it. Every time I try to quit, yes, business booms, increase overflow. Enjoy seeing the client side. I like it. Tammy, do both if you love it. You can make money on things you love to do, not what you have to do or how. Yes, absolutely. You can. It definitely is possible. It's possible. Yes, thought mastery. Say it again, Kim. You'll never know until you try. Yes, he will. Don't wait for it. Faith, fear keeps the fire under you to do your best and to take over the game and kill it. Hey, I started doing it for free. Now, heck no. Say it again, Donna. We don't do that no more. We'll do that no more. Oh, yes, that was my story for a while. I love it, y'all. Come through. Every time I say it's not for me, I think about all the fabric I have. Oh my God. So I know everything that you guys are saying. I know how that feels, right? Because I am in this thing. Like I am in this thing to this Posh Academy thing. I am in it. Like no matter what happens, how things turn out, because I am just that passionate about it. But this is also me walking in my purpose, right? Because I have touched so many people. Guys, there's been so many people that have cried in my class, caused me to cry, like that sent so much stuff through my phone, caused me to break down. They don't even know. But it's just so many people. This thing goes beyond draping. And it's like, how can I'm too attached to it. I'm emotionally attached to this. And I'm not emotionally attached to the business like how most of us is emotionally attached to it. Like, oh my God, I spent all this time with this business. I put all this money into it. I made this name up myself. Oh my God, I made the logo. Like, girl, you can do all the same stuff again for another business. I'm saying I'm emotionally attached to it because of the connections I'm able to make. I've made connections. And it's funny because even everyone else see it. Like Doc said all the time. He always talk about the exchange and how fulfilling, even though I show up for you guys and I dump on you guys and I pour into you guys, like I am getting the same thing in return. It's like I instantly I told y'all 5-10 minutes before this, I was sick. Like I'm like, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Oh my God, I ain't gonna be able to do it. But soon, lights, camera, action, bam. And now my energy has shifted. So when I leave, I can't go back to I'm sick. No, it's like, all right, come on. We got shoot, bam, boom, bada bing, bam, let's go. So it's an emotional attachment for me. And even those other things I want to do, of course I'm going to do them. But I always have to make sure that I'm walking in my purpose. This is primary for me because not only am I great at it, but I love doing it. When you find your zone of genius, that is where you should be operating at all times, right? When I try and do let's just say the back end of stuff, y'all know it get jacked up. For one, I ain't supposed to be doing it. That ain't my zone of genius. That just because I know how to do it, don't mean I'm supposed to do it. At the end of the day, right? So that's the things I'm talking about, right? Like I love, like if I just veer off and kind of leave us alone and I go do some things I'm passionate about, baby, it's not necessary. How do I know that there's any purpose in them? I don't know. So it's a good chance that they could fail because at that moment I'm being selfish if I'm walking out of my purpose to walk into something I'm just passionate about at that point. Now I don't know if nobody else gonna like it. I don't know if it's gonna help anybody else. I just know I'ma like it because I like doing it. But that's a very selfish thing because I get so filled up on this side. So when I have free time and I find out a good balance, then yeah, I'm definitely going to do those things because I want to. I really, really want to. And I can't go home, my eternal home, not being able to explore those things that I'm still passionate about. So I definitely will. And same thing with you guys, but definitely find out your purpose first because that is going to open up everything that I want to do. The Posh Academy has opened up those doors for me. The Posh Academy has opened up those doors for me. The Posh Academy has helped me to identify with things in me that before the Posh Academy was even existed, I still was passionate about those things, but I had never had the guts to try them. I wouldn't have. So it's like now, it's like I don't know. This brand is so much more to me than it ain't no daggone draping. I'm gonna tell you that. It's not. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle, and I don't know. I'm super super dope about it. So anything, if you're not sure that it's for you, try it. That's the only thing I honestly can tell you to do is try it. At the end of the day, my motto is, y'all know what I say. If I try something that don't work, I'm like, oh, all right, I ain't die. I didn't die. At least I can say I tried it. Guys, I have like 50 jobs under my belt or business things that I've done in my previous life. It's not to say, some was great, some wasn't, but at least I know now I would never try it again because I tried it. I already know I don't like it. Like event planning. Like if I never did that, I probably would still have this thing like, oh my God, I want to do that. No, I don't. No, she don't. Or balloons. I'm like, oh my God, they look so good. I want to try that. No, I don't. I did that. So that's my whole point. At least try it. See how you feel with it, right? Get a little acquainted with the feeling. You never know. It could take your body through some stuff. I love doing hair. Physically, I cannot do hair, right? So you just never know until you just get in there, try it at the end of the day, see how it is, and then you might determine that you don't like it. You're like, man, that's too much work for me. I'm gonna do that. Hattie, I'm so glad I found your channel. Encourage it. Thank you, Hattie. Step back, take a breath, relax, let him guide you. I'm trying to tell you that at the end of the day, guys, and I think that's how it wasn't the Posh Academy, it was Posh Designs, fell in my lap because for like a few years, I think it was from like 35, maybe. I may have the years off a little bit. But like for a few years, I just got into this habit of saving money. I don't know why, because I didn't have no real goals. I really didn't. I just got in the habit of saving money. And I was like, all right, I'm saving money. And I was old school. I would save my money in the wall. I had like 50 G's in the wall. And I just would keep saving money. And then I was like, I don't know what this is for, but when it comes to me, it's going to come. And I kid you not, that's how it came. It came to me in a blink of an eye, just by attending a wedding. And I was like, this is it. Because it just lit me up like no other. Like, oh my God, I could do this. I want to do this. And that was my thing. But I stayed still until it came to me, because normally I get bright ideas all the time. I'm trying to tell you, in 3 years, I probably would have had 50 different businesses. I would have, because that's just how I am. But I said, I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna chill. I'm just gonna play it easy. Just do my regular day to day. I'm gonna go to work. I'm just gonna do my same old routine until I get some kind of indication of what I'm supposed to do, because I was lost. I was like, life has to be more than this. I had no clue. So yeah, try to tell you, man, I am a firm believer in faith that one door closes, another one open. Absolutely, it's comfortable, but when your heart and your passion is in it, pure baby. Thank you. Absolutely, facts. Trina say facts. Arena says balloons is big. Girl, balloons is big. I ain't saying balloons ain't big, and so is flowers too. They are, but your girl don't like them. For one, I like my fingers. And y'all, if y'all know me, y'all know these hands is not made for working. These hands don't do no working. These hands do pointing and signing checks. That's it. That's all I want to do. That's it. And hold a pineapple of some fruity little cocktail. That's all they want to do. I don't want to do nothing that involves my hands. I don't. It's too much work. I did my bit of physical labor. I'm trying to tell you. Oh, right. Floral design was in my mind. Then one day I ran across Precious and boom, draping. Joyce is funny because florals was in my mind too. Like, they are so gorgeous what these ladies be doing with these florals and these classes. Like, oh my God, that is a masterpiece. But baby, I ain't got time for that, because for one, I get flowers almost every week. And like within 2 days, they did. I didn't try growing plants. I ain't got the green thumb, and I ain't got time for all that pressure. You got to prim them and prep them. And girl, I can't do that. I can't. Well, I told y'all these hands is made for pointing, talking, instructing, signing checks. That's all we do. That's all I want to do. Kim, don't laugh. I'm trying to tell you. All right, guys, we can wind it down to our last two. So, number 6. Somebody said this one earlier too. So I had already wrote my 7 down, but when y'all said it earlier, I wrote like asterisks if somebody else said it too. And 2 people had said this one. But I'm gonna tell you, baby, if y'all ready for number 6, let me see that 6. Thank you, Helen. Okay, so for number 6, guys, the 6th limiting belief that's keeping you broke, I'm trying to tell you, is that you will not find high-end clients. Boom! I'm trying to tell you. Who told you that? Who told you that? The only reason why you're not finding them is, for one, you don't know who the heck they are. I'm trying to tell you. You think people ain't out here spending money? Baby, people are out here, the way they've been booking these classes, and I got payment plans. They ain't even using the payment plans. They just dropping the whole $1,750. Bam. I'm like, okay, that's how you doing today. All right. Okay. Take your money. Some people are out here spending money for what they want, is my whole point, right? They're out here, when even every time I peek my head in and do a backdrop, my price is my price. right? It ain't no negotiation because I've just beyond the negotiations. Like we ain't doing that. Like you can check my track record. She deserves every cent she asked for, and they pay it. So it's not like people are not paying money. Like you have to, for one, know who they are. Your client may not be Sue's client, even though y'all in the same industry. Your client is totally different. People come to my draping class for a totally different reason than the other draping classes, right? I know why they come to mine though, because we talk about it in class. Y'all that goes to my class, y'all know. We talk about it in class, so I know why they come to my class. That doesn't mean that people aren't going to draping classes other places. Of course they are. Some of the classes are more expensive, some of them are cheaper. But guess what? Ain't none of them precious though. Ain't none of them Posh Academy. So at the end of the day, you have to realize and identify with who are you serving. Who is it that you want to serve is key, right? Who is it that you want to work with? Who are the people you want to attract? Because they out there. It ain't like you want to attract aliens. I don't think nobody on the street want to attract an alien. So whoever it is that you want to work, with, or that you want to book your service, or you want whoever that is you want calling you up, like look here, whoever you want that person to be, they are there, but you have to be clear on who they are and where they are and what is it that's going to attract them, right? However you are. No, you're not about to software my No, you're not about to update my software, Mac. No, you're not. See, Mac be getting on my nerves, y'all. They be getting on my nerves. So at the end of the day, guys, the real reason why you feel like you cannot attract higher paying clients is a couple of different things could be off. Your messaging could be off, because if you're sitting there talking to bargain basement Betty with the bag ain't coming to you. You ain't saying the right stuff. You are not saying the right stuff. Betty with the bag is, guess what? She gonna come to me. Or she gonna come to somebody else that's saying the right stuff that provide premium draping. So your messaging could be off, right? Or you may not have clarity around what it is you do. Sometimes the problem can be you. A lot of times the problem is. But if you don't know what the heck you do, how you going to sell it to somebody else? Like, you don't know what you do. Half the time when y'all run around and saying that, I get it, because pricing is a big deal. But if you are so clueless on pricing or where to even start, go get some kind of technical training, or go get something so you can be clear. Because if you're not clear and you come to me, you talking about you got these services, but all right, I get you the price tomorrow. No, you ain't, because I'm gonna go over here, because somebody else over here already know what they got and how much it costs. I'm just trying to tell you. I just try to tell you, you have to be clear on what it is and position your business so when people come, that they can have a process, right? Have a process on how you're onboarding these people, how they finding out about your services, right? You shouldn't have to be on the phone all day telling people what you do, or you shouldn't have to be in some answering DMs telling people what you do. Send them somewhere. I send everybody exactly where I want them to go. Like, you ain't about to be in my DMs all day. I got a whole system over here that can handle everything you need. That way, by the time you come to me, we can maximize our time together, right? You have to put them things in place. And then also, when you don't show up, we talked about this earlier. Like, you can't just jump on social media, cyber home peoples, and be like, here I is. They're like, who you? Where you come from? What you do? Like, you got to be consistent in that thing and show up. Like, a lot of you guys are uncomfortable with the video. I totally get that. Ain't no excuse no more. Because TikTok and these other platforms have made it too freaking easy for y'all to share some content. You ain't even got to be in the video no more. Like, I could have created a whole entire tutorial right here and did a voiceover if I wanted to. But y'all know your girl ain't afraid to be on camera. She does that because I don't know. I trips myself out. But it's no more excuses. I get it, because I used to always coach people about ways that they can just easily segue into going live, or, doing broadcasts and doing all these things. But that ain't even a requirement no more. All you got to do is have some good content. And so many of you, all of us, we're creatives. This is what we do. Why are you not creatively displaying your creativity online so people could be like, ooh, ooh, and then start doing that FBI stuff, saying all the things, and all you gotta do is show up. I told y'all, well, those of you that was with me in the membership in the beginning of the year, everything I want, everything that's on my vision board is tied to one. It's only one thing I got to do. It's only one thing I got to do. My entire, like, everybody that come in the year and got these, what y'all call them? Resolutions and all that. I ain't got all that. For one, I don't need to do all that, because everything, money going to flow to my feet, flow to my head. It's going to just flow to me. All I got to do is be consistent. All I got to do is show up because I already have things that are proven that people want. It's just me. I have to be consistent. If I remain consistent in this thing and I consistently keep on the path that I've been on, I'm good. Anything I want on my board, I'm going to be able to obtain. But I have to be consistent. I have to show up, right? I have to show people the value that I'm bringing, right? I can't just be all talk like, oh, yeah, come to my class. This is what you need. No, they need to see some people need to see it like, oh, well, what is it? All right. A lot of people come to my class for the personality, like, oh, it's the vibe for me. It's the vibe for me. And then I just teach things in such a simplistic way, right? It ain't it ain't complicated. I know this thing will look complicated, but it ain't just come and get these techniques, baby. Some people do exceptionally well with just my virtual program. They do exceptionally well with just my virtual program because they don't want to wait. They like, look, you don't come here till September. Let me just get some of these tips, tricks, and resources now. And they do exceptionally well, right? So like you have to show up. You have to show up because people are out there. People are spending money, but you don't know where they at. Or you don't know how to attract them to your business, right? You see them going everywhere else, booking everybody else. What is going to make them book you? If you don't know, you better start asking some people because that's the only way you're going to find out. That's the only way you're going to find out. Y'all know I don't let any session go past without me doing my market research. I'm going to ask y'all some questions. And in the process of me asking some questions, I'm going to write some stuff down. I'm like, oh, this is good. Because even though my audience, we've been together 3-4 years, I'm still learning, you guys. I am still we dating. Baby, we ain't married yet. We dating. We courting. I'm courting y'all. Like I'm gonna come Friday night. Come have a date with me. Bring your drinks. Let's have cocktails. We courting, right? So I so many new people on my platform. I'm dating them. They don't know me. Some of them don't know. They don't know if they like me, and they surely don't trust me. Not yet, anyway. So I'm just saying that's what it's about, right? Hey, Monica. I'm trying to tell you. Do you have a platform that you display your clients' events you service? I'd love to see your work. Now, all my stuff is only on my old website. Posh Designs is gone. That anything with Posh Designs is old. Like that's where it's at. I don't take down none of my stuff. You can see how basic it was. How my very first one was a Christmas when it was like a Christmas treat table. Oh my God, it was hideous. And it was like a plastic tablecloth, a Christmas tablecloth that was taped to the wall. Guys, oh my God. But I'm not going to take that stuff down. No, that was my truth. And I'm owning my truth. So yeah, all my stuff is still online. And Google, like I'm everywhere. I'm on Google too. After your class, I hired a social media marketing company to develop my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Hello, boom. I'm trying to tell you a lot of people that, one thing I wanted to kind of say about that though, because a lot of people that struggle with the social media thing, with the consistency, I get it. If you know that it's money to be made on these internet streets and you suck at it, give it to somebody else. Because you are really hurting your business. You are not really doing your business any justice because every time you get back in the ring and you're like, all right, yeah, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to post every day. You jump off the bandwagon and then you hurt the algorithm. You hurt your business. You hurt the page. And you fall right back to the bottom. And everybody, I don't care if they showing up boo-boo the fool. Like, look at this cake. And I don't care what it is. But if they showing up consistently, baby, they got you beat. They going to show up before you. Because they are consistent and they're on the platform. You can't just come one and done like, oh my God, I had an amazing event, Christmas. And then you go put all these Christmas pictures up. Then you go ghost until Easter. Like, oh my God, I had another one. Boom. Look. Like, what, girl? What? Yeah. You got to plug that stuff with some mock-ups. Guys, I'm trying to tell you, my mock-ups was some of my most highest engaged posts, right? They were the highest engaged posts, not necessarily when I did the event, because y'all know how it is when you do an event. Half the times I couldn't even get pictures because I was in the thing. I was doing the things. I was doing the whole thing. And by the time you finish, you finished just before the door can open and everything happened. Boom. And you don't get no pictures. And then by the time you remember to get pictures, they done already messed up the daggone tables and you don't want none then. So it's like a lot of those times you're not able to get pictures. So you have to be able to create a daggone mock-up. Like at the end of the day, it'll take you. I know some of y'all be fussing because it takes a while, but that's good practice for you. Because y'all ask me, and y'all be like, how long does it take you to do a backdrop? I'm like, 30, 40 minutes. They were like, oh my God, it took me 2 hours. It should, especially if you're in the beginning, because you're learning all the things. Me, I can just do it with my eyes closed, like, all right, boom, 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 boom. And because I've been doing it, which is why. But you could get up to that same speed. Like, go ahead, get in there, knock out a backdrop, post it, do whatever, create some content around it, whatever it is. But show up. Show up, and show up where the people that you want to work with are at. Your people may not be on Instagram. Your people may not be on Facebook. Your people may be on LinkedIn. I have a couple of young ladies that do corporate, right? They in this industry, but their clients, this hair getting on my nerve. Their clients is corporate, so of course they would be on a more corporate platform like LinkedIn. My people ain't on LinkedIn. That's why when I'm coaching, I use the LinkedIn profile, my LinkedIn profile. But when I'm in this vein, no, my people not on LinkedIn. My people are on Instagram, mainly YouTube now, which is why I devote a lot of time to YouTube, because that's where every time now I'm in a class, that's where they got me from. Where so before it mainly was Facebook. Like they would always find me from the groups or find me like on Facebook. But now they over here in these YouTube streets. So that's why I'm like, all right, let me go back over there. I'm trying to tell you. Taylor, I love you too, girl. Create mock-ups. I'm trying to tell y'all. So I love that you guys are creating your mock-ups. Y'all that are creating mock-ups and post them in the group. Like, I love it. Some of you guys, I'm like, I saw one the other day. I'm like, that's my best. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, but it's so funny because I could tell when somebody I taught, or I could tell if they saw my video. I could tell some of these people that's teaching that I taught. I was like, oh, I like that, girl. You doing? It'd be funny. I was like, okay, I like it. I like it though, because for me, it shows that I created impact. I created impact in some kind of way. So it's like, it don't bother me. Like it don't bother me. People used to tell me, like, they'll send me DMs like, oh my God, Precious, can you believe they over here doing this? I'm like, girl, I don't care. I don't care, right? I ain't like I patent my techniques. So at the end of the day, it's like, just show up, because you never know really who's going to come across your stuff and who's ready to book you. But when you send a page, you playing small and you all like, no, you want to know what? I ain't going to do it today, because you just stumbled on somebody else's stuff and they probably did something with the same colors that you did. It's like, no, hers look good. I don't care. I don't care. I can do a red, white, and black backdrop and they could do a red, white, and black one. I already know mine's going to be bomb.com. I don't care. It ain't got to be better, but I know it's bomb.com. I'm trying to tell you. Oh my God. Yes, I'm on the trail to sew these panels to have consistent content. Yes, Joyce, and record some of that. Like, you don't think sometimes people look at the end result and it looks like it's like sometimes we make this thing look so easy, guys. Like, I know sometimes the stuff that I do, especially when I ain't got a clue on how the heck I'm gonna do it, and we figured it out. Like this whole fabric process it's been fun though, because we met some amazing people. It's been fun figuring it out, but it's been a humdinger. But it's a different spin when people are able to see the process. It's like they have a different respect for what it is that you do. Because it realizes it's not that easy, especially when people try and mimic it. Like, how the heck she do it? How did she do it? I'm like, I made a post the other day, like, she just don't stop. She just don't stop. At the end of the day, don't stop. Because says to show up. That's all I'm telling you. Oh my God. I love building business relationships with people. You are definitely one I will build one with. It's a gift and a curse. I'm a people person. Precious, you're going to get tired of me. You're going to give me a nickname in a few months. Oh my God. I think I love my mock-ups more than Keisha, I like that little, it was the post. So you did a post. I saw it, I think on Facebook, but then I went on TikTok and I saw it on TikTok. I'm like, okay, Keisha, I started to call you for some tips, girl, because I don't really know all the little editing stuff yet. I don't know it all yet. But I was like, I like that. It was all like it was entertaining. I was like, okay, Keisha, come on with it. All right, guys, I'm on to my last one. Hey, Wilhelmina. Doubted myself and having enough time to prepare. And don't do that, because at the end of the day, guess what? If someone gave us 5 hours, to prepare for an event, girl, ladies, this light is making my eyes look so beautiful, y'all. I don't know why they look brown like I got on some contacts, because I don't. And I don't know why they look that bright, but I like them. But somebody could give us 5 hours, right, to set up for an event, and guess what? We're gonna wish we had 6. We're we're gonna wish we had 6 just because this is our creativity. We can sit up there and play in it and keep perfecting over things. And I can sit up here and put 20 police in this thing 20 different times. It's still gonna turn out how it looks to the client, right? So don't how you just said, doubt yourself and wishing you had more time. Give yourself, sometimes pressure is good. And I think that's how I got so fast with backdrops. But I had to end up putting a clause in my contract about the backdrop time. Because before I'm trying to perfect it, I'm really enhancing my skills. So it took me a lot longer because I would go over all the things, right? But realistically, it don't take that long, because if I took 2 hours or 40 minutes, it's gonna look the same to the daggone client. It's us that mull over the little things that we notice, but an untrained eye will not, right? So definitely, what the pressure for me has taught me to be more, work quicker. And that's how a lot of the solutions that I share with you guys, that's how I was able to come up with them solutions, just being under pressure. Like, oh my God, well, I'll be on a site and I'm like, oh, I don't got this. Oh my God. And I did a video earlier about a great tip. Y'all gotta watch when it dropped though. Just know when y'all see this backdrop on a tutorial, on a thumbnail, that's one of the videos, but did a great tip. And this tip came out of a really drastic situation, but I never thought that this would be like a solution. Not only I implement all the time, but I share in class, or I share often, because it's just a dope tip. Just watch out for the video. That's all I'm telling you. That's all I'm telling you. The peace and quiet, yes, on the setup. Say it again. We will sit there and mull over things and all that good stuff. All right, guys. So that brings me to my last one. And this was baby. Yeah, this limiting belief for me. This hit home on many levels. And the tip is the limiting belief simply was that I couldn't afford it, right? It was that I couldn't afford it. In my previous life, been just for one, having a job, a 9 to 5, and then still having that lifestyle. For me, it was, at the time, it was comfortable. I mean, for me, it was comfortable, but just still having that thing of, okay, I am a real budgety kind of person. That's how I am. So it's like I already knew what was for me. I don't care who else, I don't care what else was involved in the house. I always only count my own money. Period. That's just how I am. I only count my own money. So with that being said, knowing what I had like coming in or whatever the case may be, I would always budget things around that. And even if I could afford it or whatever, I always just had the mindset that I couldn't. For one, I didn't think I deserved to be even making any kind of business decisions or even operating a business, none of that. And then even when I did finally jump and launch, I had my set price of what I thought that I was going to spend at the time. I thought I was going to make this thing big with just that little $5,000. That was my dedication, $5,000. And if it didn't work with $5,000, that was going to be it. I was going to have to quit it and go back, just quit it. But anyway, like when I was in it and, people, you would hear these things like, well, you got to do this or you got to pay for that. Or I'm like, no, I don't. And so I was that DIY, going out with the PVC sticks and man, just, that just was a ooh-wee. And realistically, it wasn't even that I couldn't afford it. Because I told you I had 50 G's in the daggone closet, like in the wall, in the safe. But mentally, it's like I just couldn't see myself spending it when I figured I could do it. Like I could do that. Like, no, I'm not spending that. Like coach, like why would I? Which can she tell me? Like, no, I'm not spending. I'm not getting no coach. Going to training. Like, why would I go to the training? Like, that's too much money. Like, how the heck am I going to spend $3,500? Like, where am I getting that from? Most parties are designed at $500, $700. Wait, you know how many parties I gotta do for me to get that? So that was just my mind frame, right? I swear. But realistically, it took me hitting brick wall after brick wall after brick wall to really come to and not just that, also reading books, right? Reading books and just hearing motivational speakers and really understanding mindset that really helped me understand and determine that it wasn't that I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford not to afford it, right? I was looking at everything, me being cheap, me being just that poverty stricken mindset, everything that was contributing to, me not getting no sleep. Why? Because I was up all hours of the night doing all the things, trying to figure it out, trying to learn it, going to Google University, right? I would go to school, I would go to work at the daytime, I would be super mom in the evening, and then at night I'm in school, I'm in Google University all night, looking, like reading. Okay, all right, looking at all of the free videos on Google, or free do this, free do that. Like I was doing all the things. So it just led to that unhappy frustration. Like, why is this so hard? Why is it so hard? Why is it so hard? Is because realistically, I was shortchanging myself, not investing in my business like I should have. Now I was buying crazy me. I was investing all right, but I was investing in all the stupid stuff. Like I would go shopping every weekend. Every weekend. Now this is where I didn't mind spending money because it was like retail therapy for me, baby. It was. So I would go shopping every weekend. And then I would have this little broadcast, and I would show I would show everybody, hey guys, look at what I got this week. And I would show them all the things that I got from Home Goods and Hobby Lobby. But then, me, little broken mindset girl. When Monday came around, I was like, I'm taking all this back. I just would go on these binge buys, right? I would go on these binge buys. And then buyer's remorse would sit in. By the time that Monday come, I have all this stuff sitting around. I'm like, oh my God, like, why did I do that? And then I would take it back. Or I would create like a mock-up or something, like, that's why I would buy different stuff so I could create mock-ups, because I wasn't getting them kind of clients at that time. So it was I'm trying to tell you. Wait a minute. Thank you, Cam. I love you, Cam. Yes, in the previous life, I could afford it. I'm also a good money person, but God has blessed me with the income to invest in my business. Me too. LOL. Could it sounds like me? Oh my God. How? Understanding mindset. Definitely mindset. It is. I'm gonna tell you, it's mindset. So it had nothing to do with that I couldn't afford it. I thought I couldn't, but I could. I could afford all the things. I know if a lot of things, but realistically, I love my journey though. So I say I had the money to do the things and invest early on. I really did. But I think if I did, I wouldn't have gone through those trials and tribulations, and I wouldn't have had the experience that I had to be able to take those experiences and make them empowering broadcasts, or lessons learned, or tutorials, mentorship programs, coaching programs. Like, how would I coach or mentor someone on something I didn't experience? I experienced the whole frustrated beginning years of business, right? I experienced the whole wanting to go back, about to go back, because I at least could get a paycheck every week, right? I experienced the whole thing, but I also experienced a dynamic shift that allowed me to live a lifestyle that I never thought possible, right? So it's like I appreciate the journey. I appreciate those processes. I appreciate the transition from broke mindset to growth mindset, because I would have no content to really talk about on my Posh Late Night Business. I'm like, all right, yeah, girl, do this, girl, do that. And I just would be telling y'all what to do, right? There's nothing gets ruffle my feathers more than someone is just telling you what to do because they read it out of a daggone book. One thing about Precious, one thing for certain, two things for sure. You ain't gonna hear nothing come out my mouth in terms of advice or anything like that if it's not something I've done. If it's not something I've done, I don't feel like I am equipped to advise on. I am not she said, somebody said, I can't tell you that because I haven't experienced it myself. And a lot of y'all get the same experience in my DMs. Y'all come in my DMs like, well, what about, I don't know. I don't use those. I don't know. I haven't done that. But if you talk about something that I am well versed in, by golly, sit down and pull up a cup of tea and get comfortable, because I could tell you for days, because 9 times out of 10, it was a really colorful experience. I'm trying to tell you. So definitely, if you're thinking that certain things you can't afford, you need to transition that to you cannot not afford it. If the one thing that's keeping you from the level of success that you desire is that you don't have the knowledge in obtaining it, you need to go pay for the freaking knowledge, right? It took me a whole year to finally get professional training, to finally get great coaching and all those things. And then the minute I did, business immediately shifted, right? So not only was I doing the work, working on mindset, but now I was implementing the things and the actions needed in order to shift my business into a different plateau, or for it to plateau. And then when I felt this, if it did plateau, guess what? I wanted more. It's like, okay, now, okay, let's go to a more advanced coach, right? Because now this coach has gotten me to where all she could get me to, right? She's gotten me to her level of expertise. But now I want more, baby. So now I got to go to a more experienced coach, or a coach that has more resources, or just more knowledge and what it is that I am trying to do. So that's why I say it's levels to this. But at the end of the day, you have to invest in your business. Otherwise, realistically, whatever you put into it, it is going to kick you back, right? It's going to give it right back to you. If you put, and sometimes you may not see an immediate shift. You may not see an immediate payback, right? A lot of the things that I am able to um experience today is from seeds I've sown last year, right? And in sowing those seeds, just real frustrated, like, oh my God, when's it gonna pay off? When's it gonna pay off? When's it gonna pay off? And it pays off when it's supposed to pay off. All you gotta do is constantly water it. And one thing I can say I always do, if some seeds I'm going to sow, I am going to water them, right? Otherwise, if I stop, then I've made my decision that I'm done. I'm done. I'm pivoting. I'm pivoting in a different direction, right? But if it's something I don't see the payoff, because I didn't see the payoff with the Posh Academy, not in a way how I see now, right? Like I had so many shut doors in the beginning. They was like, "Who is you?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it, boo, and don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart." Right? Like it was crazy. Like just trying to do like collaboration and things like that. And they was like, who you? And I'm like, guess what? You gonna wish you said yeah. So it's just being able to blossom the way it is now, because it wasn't always easy. It wasn't. And now I'm able to see other people do those, make those same moves. I'm like, that is so freaking dope, because they was telling me no in the beginning. I was like, all right, watch. So yeah, guys, that's it. You have to definitely invest in your biz. If you have a broke mindset, guys, there's nothing wrong with it. I carried it for 38 years. Realistically, I carried it for 38 years. But did I die? No, I did not. I did not. But thankfully, I had a smidget of faith. I had an awakening, because I was still until it came to me on what I was supposed to do. Now, I wasn't clear right away in exactly what I was supposed to do, but I started walking the steps and aligning my purpose, right? I started at that very moment, and then it just kind of took off, right? So my whole purpose for doing these Posh Late Night Business is sharing my experiences and hoping that in some way, shape, or form, it can help your journey along the way. Because I would hate for your journey to be a 2-year frustrated process when it doesn't have to be. A lot of these resources, when I was, trying to get in, wasn't available, or I'm an introvert, so I wasn't like, oh yeah, tell me more. Like that wasn't me. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna figure this out. And my journey was a lot longer than it had to be, right? So my whole goal is like, nah, I can't. Everything I've gone through, like, it's not for me, right? It's not for me. I had to go through it, but realistically, it's to kick it back out and to help and inspire and uplift and empower someone else that could possibly be going through the same thing, or eliminate them from going through the same thing. So, guys, I appreciate your time with me. I appreciate you guys sticking with me through the whole 2 hours. I enjoyed all of it. I appreciate it, Cam. I don't know. I just feel as if I don't want to do anything that's not tied to a purpose in some kind of way. I don't want to say anything if it doesn't have purpose. I don't want to go anywhere if it doesn't have purpose. I don't even want to go broadcast if it doesn't have purpose. And that's just kind of where I am right now. So, I'm just loving this level that I'm at, and just taking it all in and creating great content for you guys, because I know a lot of you guys are aspiring to, get on this journey or be on this journey, surpass this journey, all the things. And I just want to be a resource, right? I want to be a part of your journey when you are writing your book, right? Like, if some names I had to write in my book because they were a part of my journey. And when you write your book or your memoir, I want to be in there a little bit. I want to be there some kind of way. Yes, Donna Jackson. Have purpose. I have everything attached. I have a purpose attached to everything because it has much more meaning and it feels better. Even having a conversation with somebody, sometimes like, what's the purpose, right? And it just feels better. And then you're kind of going into it with intention, knowing that it has a purpose. Sometimes I don't feel like doing Posh late night bed, especially like the night I was sick. I was like, oh my god, thank God, I don't feel like going on there. What I'm talking about, but I knew that it had a purpose. So it's like, bam, lights, camera, action, boom. Okay, and go. Okay. All right, guys. I love you, love you, love you, love you. Again, join me next week. Next week, I don't have a topic in front of me, but next week, if you guys see it, hit the notification bell or the reminder bell because you'll be reminded when it goes live. If you have not subscribed to the channel as of yet, definitely subscribe. Subscribe, become a part of the tribe. Yeah, I know that's what my Lord's saying. And it definitely helps the channel, guys. It helps the channel. And it's free. It's a simple way of telling me thank you. Good night, guys. I love you all. I will see you. Be kind of like looking out for your emails because we do have some things coming up. Like I have a 5-day challenge coming up. I also have the mindset training coming up. That is a 2-hour training. So we're talking about mindset now, but it's going to go a lot deeper into tools, right, to help you along that transition. Because I don't want to just tell people, look, girl, you need to do this, without telling you exactly how to implement it or how I did it and how I'm still doing, I'm still implementing new habits. So you'll see information about that. Again, if you are looking to enhance your draping skills and take it to the next level, definitely need to be in the June tour 2022. We're going to 8 cities. 3 of them are almost full. All you got to do is check the website and secure your spot. If you want to take advantage of the payment plan, you can do so because they start as low as $239. But if you got them coins, you can go ahead and pay the whole thing, right? You can do that too. But that's all I got, guys. I love you all. Have an amazing night and peace out.